long journey, but our teams know that there is no turning back. They cannot make any mistakes or take steps back. This is the heart of volleyball. Welcome to the PVL.
Great day for volleyball. Welcome to Volleyball Thursday, day 3 of competition in our 2024-2025 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference on Filipinos Live. We are also live on One Sports Plus, and we are glad you're on hand to see these girls getting it on in our first game. The Galeries Highrisers going up against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans for our first of our doubleheader here at the Phil Oil. And later on tonight, we will see another couple of teams also taking center stage. We've got the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells and the Akari Chargers going at it this Thursday afternoon. And we welcome all of you volleyball fans who have waited a long time for this conference. But don't worry, because we are going to be hanging around for a while. If you are a fan, I'm sure you've already seen the first 3 days, and you know that this is going to be a very different kind of conference. A stark contrast from what we saw in the invitation and the reinforced conferences before this. And we're going to tell you all about the format. But first, let me greet you. My name is Chikiro Puno. I am with Ayala and also with Jana Ejido, my partners today in our doubleheader. And we're gonna get started. You need some time to talk about this format. Ang dami natin kailangan alalahanin, Ayel.
I mean, it's a long conference, which means it's also a long tournament format. But there's both teams playing today, the Galeries Tower Highrisers and Choco Mucho Flying Titans. It did not go as planned for them in the opening day, but right now they have an opportunity to bounce back.
Yeah, that's right. Because both teams with a loss. Pero hindi naman, there was a 3-1 for both teams. But yeah, some people like that. They just need like a kick, something to motivate them to do better in the coming games. But like you said, it's going to be long-winded. This is a marathon. You want to get started with the format? You want to tell them about it?
There you go. The very long tournament format, because elimination round pa lang, we already have 3 very interesting phases. And for the first phase, we will have the preliminaries, one that we are very familiar with. 12 teams will go through a single round-robin format, and then we move forward to the second phase of this tournament, the qualifying round. No teams will be eliminated in their preliminary round. They will have a chance to play in the qualifying round. But every game will be important because the rankings will be the basis for this round. Knockout matches, so bawat game very important because winning teams will automatically advance to the quarterfinals. But there is still hope for the losing teams because they will move to the play-in tournament. Ano ba mangyayari sa play-in tournament? The 6 losing teams will be divided into 2 groups, and they will go through single round-robin format again. And the top team for each group will secure a slot in the quarterfinals. And eto na, it gets more interesting in the playoffs because in the quarterfinals, each team will be matched according to their seeding, but it's gonna be a best-of-3 series. So hindi tayo mauubusan ng intensity this conference because the 4 winning teams, the best of the best this conference, will move forward to the semifinals, and they will go through another single round-robin format. And the top 2 teams, the winning teams, will move to the finals. The losing teams will play for the battle for bronze. And as usual, battle for bronze will be the best-of-3 series. And the finals, the best 2 teams will play a best-of-3 series in the final round. So staying healthy and peaking at the right time will be very much crucial for this long conference.
All right, thank you so much, Professor Ayel, for that lecture. May quiz po mamaya. Pero ang naaalala ko lang, remember what it was like for the invitation on the reinforced before this? Hindi tayo makahinga dahil practically every game was a do or die. So this is a switch. This is something that's very new for many of you volleyball fans. Ito na yung pinakamahabang conference na ihatid namin sa inyo. And we're very excited about that. Now let's get to talking about the players who will be taking center stage today. Starting off with somebody you are already very familiar with if you have been following the Las Filipinas, the national team. She was actually tried and tested in the international scene before she came onto the PVL. Talking about Julia Coronel.
Exactly, and going into this PVL conference, that first game against Galeries Chargers, she was very impressive playing as a starting setter of Galeries, but also playing as an opposite attacker in some rotations. Now she displayed her versatility and athleticism, showing that she can be an offensive option when needed, but her playmaking will be the biggest difference here for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. And in that game, she actually proved that the reason why she is the third overall pick in the PVL draft.
Miguel, I would like to add on to that because when I spoke with Coach Lerma at the dugout, I was asking her, Coach, you got your third overall pick. You finally saw her perform. And you know what she told me? You want to know?
What?
Well, she told me, sulit na sulit na sulit si Julia Coronel sa team. She was telling me, parang hindi na siya rookie maglaro. She has been both attacking and setting, and this was very impressive for the team to see. And what Coach Lerma was just telling me, that she's performing as expected. She's as good as advertised, and she's very, very promising.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's not just the skills of Julia Coronel, but I think it's also the intangibles, the leadership, the fighting spirit that was very evident in that game against the Galeries Chargers.
That's right. And based on what Coach Lerma has been telling me, I think that's what we are going to be seeing today.
I'm excited to see her play as something else besides center.
Right.
Because, di ba, ginagawa yan, Julia Coronel is also fielded as an opposite hitter, and that makes her very unique. So, Julia, we're going to be watching out for you. We're going to be calling your name a lot for sure. All right, let's talk more about who do you want to talk about now? Let's talk about Isa Jimenez. Ito naman. We also want to, of course, highlight the other players here in Galeries. They were the first ones out. They played the very first game here in this conference. So medyo, eto na, she got her feet wet. She had her initial rise, as you see, and in good fashion, 17 points. That's a good number against Akari.
Actually, she looked pretty solid against the Galeries Chargers, taking the role as the go-to player. But we're not even surprised because in the reinforced conference, she was actually an impact player off the bench. Her smarts and fighting spirit will be very much needed even more today as they play against a very gritty Choco Mucho team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gritty is right and complete again. I'm sure you missed this player that we're going to be talking about. She already nakabalik na nga. Napanood niyo na yung first game nila. Unfortunately, a loss for them against a formidable Petrogas team. But this girl, Cici Rodina, is always flying high. And we want to talk about her when we talk about Choco Mucho.
Always flying high, and it was great to see Cici Rodina back in the PVL after missing the reinforced conference due to Las Filipinas commitments. Rodina showed how vital her role is in Choco Mucho. She was all over the stat sheet, contributing both from offense to defense. Since Choco Mucho had passing issues, they had to rely a lot on Cici Rodina. So let's see if Cici Rodina can actually lead her team back to a win today.
We will see about that, and we will also look forward to seeing more of Kat Tolentino in full form. She is back. We also missed her because eto na, marami din ang nangyari kay Kat during the off-season and the season before. But Jana, who are you excited to see on the Choco Mucho side?
Well, Chiki, Ayel, the story coming into this game was definitely that either of these teams, they're going to be wanting a win. Of course, coming off from losses last Saturday. Well, Cici, 18-point performance. She told me she was not happy. She wants more. And more was the word that was around the dugout. Because Kat Tolentino also said she wants to contribute more.
Yeah.
And she particularly said, I want to contribute more offensively. And she knows that is her role in the team. And she's ready to do that. Why? She told me she's just happy she was able to play a real game. Finally, a real game, right?
I think them saying more actually is good for the fans because it means that there's so much more to expect from them. More offense probably, better plays coming from them, and that's something that actually personally makes me excited also in this game.
Exactly, and it's early in the season. And of course, as we know, Kat still has the auditory issues that she's been feeling, but she said so far it's been okay. No dizziness, no ringing in the ears for her in her first game, and that's what matters.
We don't realize na yung balance natin nanggagaling sa, di ba, in her ears. So that really affected her game. Pero Pero natatawa ko dito sa dalawang to, no? Dahil double digits, 12 and 18 points, pero kulang na kulang sila. Alam mo talaga yung kalibre ng kanilang laro, and we are waiting for her to really get to her 100%. We're talking about Kat, and ayan na, parating na yan. And ayun na, narinig niyo na yon dahil malapit na rin tayo. Let's talk more about Kat Tolentino and the numbers that she showed against Petrogas.
I mean, Kat Tolentino looking healthier, looking more confident going into this conference. Started against the Petrogas Angels and tallied 12 points, double digits right away in that first game. And again, she proved that she is a key player in this Choco Mucho team. She is gonna be a vital point this conference for Choco Mucho.
And, well, we are definitely going to be seeing that today. And you know what? It hasn't been a full week since the PVL is back. But our Filipinas live poll question just keeps and keeps on running. So if you scroll right below your screen, you should be seeing the question, which Lasallian will be setting the tone for her team? You can answer that right below the stream. And of course, you can also join the conversation online using hashtag PVL2024.
All right. Yep, you got it. Okay, and we're going to be reminding you all throughout the coverage when we come back to start the festivities here at the Phil Oil. It's Galeries Tower Highrisers versus the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Be right back.
ngayong conference, mas marami kaming gustong patunayan, mas marami kaming gustong baguhin. And yung way kung paano kami maglaro, feeling ko yun yung makikita yung pagbabago sa amin.
May dumagdag sa amin na rookies at nagkakaroon na rin ng gelling. Tapos, mas nakikita namin yung potential ng mga rookies para this coming conference.
PVL, look out!
Ang nakikita kong different ngayong conference, yung maturity sa loob ng team. Kasi hindi na kailangan na ulit-ulit nire-remind sa kung anong dapat gawin sa loob ng court.
Yung makikita nyo sa amin na pagbabago is, mas malalim kami ngayon. Mas mabigat. Mas ilalaban mo yung pwesto mo every time na kung gusto mo maglaro, ilalaban mo siya sa team namin.
Alam naman po ng lahat na yung Galeries is lalaban po talaga at may expect nyo rin po na magbibigay po kami ng magandang laban sa lahat po ng laro.
Pagkalaban nyo kami, makikita nyo sa amin na mas gigil kami ngayon. Mas laban na laban. Siguro I think lahat naman ng teams, ganun yung pinaghuhugutan nila. Lahat gusto makapasok, lahat gustong manalo, lahat gustong makuha yung mga bagay na pinaghihirapan nyo araw-araw, yung pinupunta nyo sa training, yung mindset nyo. Lalaban kami para sa isa't isa, lalaban kami para sa team.
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Miss Joy De Imus, AVC International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Joffer Educado, National Referee. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 18, Sherry Ann Rondina. At number 1, Maria Lina Isabel Molde. Wearing jersey number 9, Marion Angelique Alba. At number 10, Katrina May Tolentino. Number 17, Lorraine Pecania. And number 22, Cherry Rose Luna. Starting libero is number 16, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Mr. Dante Alinson Jr. Calling on our Galeries Tower Highrisers. Let's begin with jersey number 2, Jewel Encarnacion. At number 3, Isabel Jamie Jimenez. Wearing jersey number 10, Shannon Halleck. At number 12, Rosel Baliton. Number 13, France Elise Ronquillo. And number 18, Julia Cyril Coronel. Starting libero is their team captain, number 16, Eliza Eroa. Head coach, Miss Lerma Iron. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. Match number 5, preliminary round.
Starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. This is their second game in 3 playing days here at the longest All-Filipino conference you will ever see here at the PVL. So this is quite historic. We're coming into this conference, IL. And let's take a look at the starters for Galleries. Sila naman, they took center stage for the very first game, the opening game of the conference. So both teams, as you mentioned at the top of the coverage, still smarting from that loss, both in 4 sets. So medyo, sabi nila, gigil daw sila ang Choco Mucho.
I mean, for both teams, really, they would want to bounce back today. And it's quite clear that this is going to be the 4 starters of both teams fielding the same starters from their first game.
And we're off. Let's see who will score first. That was a quick point. Galeries Tower wasting no time.
Sabi nga ng isang senior nila, Eliza Eroa, that one of the qualities that really improved in them is their maturity. So we can really expect them to play better, play smarter this conference.
That's a good first ball from CC. Tolentino from the left side, finding the corner pocket.
A simple play there for Tolentino. Take a look at this one. Just going for the corner shot right on the corner.
Ah, well played. That's a good first ball. Reverse set. Gandang bantay ng Choco Mucho. Back row attack on the second ball. Hinabol ang Choco Mucho. Rally agad. Eto na, Coronel with that quick. CC with the defense. And great combinations. Great. We like the connection between Julia Coronel and Jewel Encarnacion.
I agree. I mean, Julia Coronel in that first game against Akari Charger, showing that she can be that stable setter, and so far right now, showing that she's connecting well with her attackers.
Oh, tough one. That was an over-receive by Tang Ponce, and another point for Galeries. And that is a 2-point lead now for the Highrisers. And Jana Ejido is ready with her first report.
The main takeaway for the Galeries Tower Highrisers in their first game loss last Saturday was that there are indeed some bright spots within the team. And one of those bright spots was the 17-point performance coming from Isa Jimenez. Now, this has been a long time coming for her, taking up a much larger role driving the team's offense. And Coach Lerma even tells me, na-deserve to ni Isa. Unti-unti siyang nagmamature at syempre, iba na yung kilos niya ngayon. And so comes this trust within the team for Isa to be as consistent and deliver. As Coach Lerma has been saying, that offense has been their weak point as a team, but they saw so much more possibilities in Isa's performance that they are ready to unlock as this season goes. Why don't we get back to the action, Chiki Nayel?
Thanks a lot, Jana. Well, so far, their offense has been working. Not too weak in this first part. They still maintain their 2-point lead against Choco Mucho.
And one important point also here for the Galeries Tower Highrisers is their passing has been stable so far, and it has been allowing, Julia Coronel to actually set up the offense more organized.
Kat Tolentino now coming from the right-hand side. That one gets away from Encarnacion. Another point. That's 2 already for Kat. Oh, 3.
Kat Tolentino has been really showing some athleticism here. Hasn't been putting a lot of power, but the placement shots, the angles has been working for Kat Tolentino.
That's a tough one. Good first ball by Encarnacion. CC with the defense. It's a broken play. Jimenez will go. Alba pushing it out to Isa Molde. Buhay pa rin ang bola. That went over. Palek picked up there by Kat. Oh, good rebound. Good effort here by the blockers of Choco Mucho. But how about the defense by Galeries? Back row attack, Cici. That's outside. Was it touched? It goes clean.
What a long rally.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a battle of defense for both teams. Blocking was solid for Choco Mucho, but the floor was pretty solid for the Tower Highrisers. Unfortunately here, too wide for CC Rondina.
Never mind that. I saw. Did you see the elevation of CC from that angle? Ang taas. Molde goes again, and it is at that left-hand corner. It's really zone 5 that Galeries has to watch.
Oh, that's right. Actually, a lot of points of Choco Mucho is actually earned on that zone 5.
Choco Mucho slowly creeping in on Galeries. Oh, that was a tough one. Good athleticism. We're seeing Julia Coronel. Oh, nice up by the team captain. Rondina with a push. Palek was there. Broken play. Coronel will go for the hit. Almost. Isa Molde with a get. Running attack. First one we saw today. So we see na marami ding hinanda ito si Julia Coronel.
Right. Also, a lot of offensive options for Julia Coronel.
Herself included.
And they're showing that her playmaking has been balanced so far. We've mentioned a couple of names already on the side of the Tower Highrisers.
Oh, good serve by Ronquillo. There's going to be a chance for Galeries to set up. Oh, butas, pumasok.
And this is what we saw in the first game of Galeries, that fighting spirit, especially in their offense. I mean, Choco Mucho is known for their net defense, their blocking, but so far, the Galeries doing a good job in terms of breaking the blocks and going for the blocks.
CC got the ball, went for the offense, and that one falls on the side of Choco Mucho. Galeries with a 4-point lead in our first technical timeout.
Galeries Tower 4. Choco Mucho.
Arena Plus, Astigsa Sports, and we are back here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Arena for day 3 of competition in the PVL All-Filipino Conference on Pilipinas Live. Chiqui Roa Puno with Ayel Estranero and Jana Ejido also joining us in our 3 all-woman panel today. And these girls, Galeries, maybe surprising a lot of fans in the way they are coming on strong just in the first part of this first set. No? Bilis agad.
Exactly. I mean, they're looking very confident and very sure of how they are playing right now.
See
if Choco Mucho will adjust after that first technical timeout. CC working hard both on defense and offense. Back row attack, Ronquillo picked up by Tolentino. And that one is called outside, hit the antenna.
I mean, if Choco Mucho continues to have issues in passing, they will have a difficult time playing, more comfortable offense, because right now a lot of their wing attackers are playing out of system plays, and that's almost a chance ball here on the side of Galeries.
Oh, that's outside. That would have been tough. Good run there for Ronquillo, but she misses that last serve. 4-point lead in spite of the service error for Galeries. And here's Lorraine Pecaña, who increases the average height of Choco Mucho, 6'1" player. Oh, nice pickup there. Look at Rondina keeping the ball alive. Again, running attack this time, read by Choco Mucho. Rondina again. That one gets away from Ronquillo. And that's the first point for CC today.
And you know that CC likes it close to the net.
Spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin'. Pasalubong ng Bayan. Again, a display of athleticism from CC.
Service.
Coronel pushing it to the left. Whoa, almost. But not quite. Galeries and their offense looking strong. It was their concern coming into the second second game rather, after losing that first one to Akari, and they worked on it.
Looks like the fast low set has been working for the Highrisers.
Terry Nunag with that quick, little too strong. That one's outside. So Galeries also capitalizing on the errors, the unforced errors from Choco. Are they going to challenge?
11, serving 6.
Mukhang hindi na.
Well, this is a strong start definitely for the Highrisers. I mean, this 5-point lead against the Choco Mucho.
CC coming from nowhere. Unexpected there. And she scores point number 2.
And this is why they need a good first ball, because Alba has the luxury of having the attackers and the likes of CC Rondina and Kat Tolentino, Nunag in the middle. So you would really want to maximize the talent, the skills of these attackers.
Alba, we know, has a mean serve. Yeah, that was tough. Coronel pushing it over. CC using both hands. That was tough. And another unforced error for Choco Mucho.
I mean, CC tried to extend and save that ball, but definitely a very difficult angle for her.
Julia Coronel. Serving for Galeries Tower.
National team player Julia Coronel making her debut here in the PVL. That's a service error. Break for Choco Mucho. They need a run.
Right. Very uncharacteristic also from Julia Coronel. She's known to be a very strong server from her UAP days with the LSU.
Uy, tinatanong nga natin sa ating Pilipinas Live audience kung which Lasallian they think will show up big today.
Right.
Show up big time.
Battle of setters from LaSalle. But finally, there a much-needed point for Choco Mucho. Good pass coming from Tang Ponce, reverse set to Kat Tolentino. And so far, it has been Kat Tolentino contributing big points here for Choco Mucho.
That's number 4 already for Kat. And Cici has been solid at defense,
Right.
as usual. Molde, good read there by Coronel. Oh, what defense by Galeries. Molde will go up again. Ronquillo working hard. Jewel, she likes the low set.
You know, clearly in terms of height, Choco Mucho has an advantage right now in the front row, but Gallery is just playing with speed perfectly, taking advantage of those speeds. Tang Ponce caught out of position in that floor defense.
And that's hard to do. Tang Ponce is all over the place. We know she's a very efficient libero.
For Galeries Tower.
Oh, tough serve. Reverse to Tolentino. Picked up by Jewel. Ronquillo again. Jimenez this time. Gets it through the two-man block. Pero buhay pang bola. Molde. Picked up by Jimenez there. Back row attack. Hindi tayo nagkukulang sa rally dito.
A lot of long rallies in this first set.
Another chance here. Coronel, where will she go? Quick to Baliton. The concentration on both sides. Nobody losing focus. Molde, will she finish it off? Not yet. Ooh. And we are still going. Molde blocked. Look at that defense on both sides. Cici from back row. What a rally. Catch your breath, everybody. Woo.
And that rally just showed how much they wanted this game by trying to win that 1 point. But so far, it has been Galleries winning the long rallies here. The reason why also they have this lead, because again, it has been all long rallies so far in the set.
Sobra yung focus nila. Both teams actually. Pero nakita mo how it ended. It was again an unforced error. An error on the attack by Cici. A veteran. So talagang pagkapahabain mo yung rallies, nagkakaroon din ng effect kahit na veterano ka.
Right. The shorter the rally, the better you would want to convert a point right away to get a side out right away.
Choco Mucho.
Still a 4-point lead for the Highrisers. Ronquillo also with such a good elevation there. Good vertical. Wow, now scoring off the block. Galleries back with a 5-point advantage.
And the Gallery starting to read the offense well.
And the block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. That is Ronquillo's 3rd point.
The Highrisers.
Molde, what a killer! That was huge down the line for Isa Molde.
Very solid one coming from Isa Molde. I mean, from that approach, you just knew that she was going to score that point. Take a look at this one. Taking advantage of that big gap in that down the line angle. Risk action also, putting more power and speed.
For Choco Mucho.
Got Tolentino back at serve. She has 4 points. It's a broken play. Ronquillo blocked. And covering herself, you know, ang sipag talaga. Both teams, actually, si Liza Eroa tried to keep that ball alive. Ginawa ni Cici kanina yon on the Choco Mucho side. Lumagpas na, di ba? Kumabila na, binuhay pa rin.
Service. Tolentino.
3-point deficit still for Choco Mucho. Good coverage by Galleries. They're expecting the blocking from Choco Mucho, and they need to do on defense. Molde this time picked up by Coronel. Ronquillo again. Tolentino with the defense. This is tough. Great combination attack. And si Ronquillo, you know, she has already 4 points. Pinantayan na niya si Tolentino. She had 8 the last time out, and she is really showing off today. We'll talk more about her and more about this game after the second technical timeout. this huddle. We want to know what they're talking about. I'm sure Coach Lerma very happy about the performance of her team so far.
I mean, so far, the Galeries Tower Highrisers just looking organized, looking very cohesive. I mean, we talked about Julia Coronel being, you know, her debut here in PVL, but she's showing that she actually has built that chemistry with the attackers. So right now, the challenge is on the side of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, especially with this 4-point lead of the Highrisers.
And you know, there's something to be said, but before that, we want to say happy birthday, belated greetings to Ms. Rhea Navarro, the PVL Director and Head of Media and Public Relations, and Ms. Eleanor De La Peña, keeping her company today, enjoying the games here at the Phil Oil. Back to play, 4-point lead still. Whoa, solo block. And that was much needed for Choco Mucho. We talked about Pecanya and her 6'1" stature. The height advantage definitely on the Choco Mucho side.
Filling in the shoes of Madi Madayag.
Yep.
That should be a confidence booster kind of block for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Isa Molde serving for the Flying Titans.
Isa Molde with 2 points already. We saw that really wicked down the line earlier today. And Ronquillo also very efficient today. And there's Coronel going for the attack again. See, pag ganyan yung kalaban mo, talagang yung blockers mag-iisip na.
Exactly. And this is a familiar rotation that we already saw in the previous game, wherein Mabilangan will play as the setter and Coronel will play as the opposite attacker.
Good first ball. Cici on the attack. A dink. Great save by Roa. And that's outside. Look at Rondina trying to keep the ball in play.
17.
It worked the first time.
Right. And I mean, right now, you gotta fight for every point. You gotta try to save that ball because they're trying to close this gap. Julia Coronel scoring that one, taking advantage of that open space and that cross-court angle.
Ronquillo serving for Galeries Tower.
Mars Alba looking for Cici again. The swing. Ronquillo could not keep that one in the court.
Faster and stronger attack this time coming from Cici Rondina. Take a look at this one. 2 blockers. But still looked like a very clean attack coming from Cici.
She missed this, I'm sure. Cici was, of course, unable to play for Choco Mucho because of her service to the national team. So, nagbabalik. Isa pang nagbabalik.
Right on cue.
Yes, of course, we're hoping that the Des Cheng is also 100% already. It's been the injuries, really.
Right.
It was so heartbreaking to see her have to sit out an entire conference.
And in this conference, you really can't afford that. You would want all your players to be healthy as possible because, again, it is a very long conference.
And play continues here. Alba looking for Cici again with that thing. Good read. Look at Galeries. Coronel and Palek joining forces there.
And Cici has been trying to go for the soft touches, but so far Galeries just reading her perfectly. This time Palek and Coronel timing that one well, pababa na, but pressing of the hands actually worked for them.
Ilang opensa na yung ibinibigay natin, ha? Nakaka-depensa tayo, nakaka-transition, pero yung opensa natin hindi mag-connect, ha? Okay, yung receive naman natin, umaangat na. Tumataas yung porsyento, okay? O, isang good receive lang, then mamaya, stop, nakaka-block tayo, nakaka-depensa tayo, pero pagpatayan, okay, mag-doubt. Every time na tinaas yung bola, kumpiyansa lang napapatayin ko yung bola, ha? O, sige, go, go, go.
Choco Mucho!
Coach Dante pointing out towards that end part of the timeout. Nakaka-depensa, nakaka-block. They're getting the rebounds, they're getting chance balls, but it's really their offense right now. Seems like Coach Dante is trying to look more for aggressive offense coming from his players.
2 out.
we saw a slew of errors on the attack from Choco Mucho before the second tactical timeout, and that's something that they really want to work on because Galeries is doing their job creating a lot of plays, so they don't need the help. They don't need the errors coming from Choco Mucho.
Serving for the Highrisers.
Carly Hernandez now on serve. CC again, and she finds her target this time. That is so CC.
CC Randina again going to the cross-court angle, making it look so easy. I mean, Palek and Coronel, tall blockers, but CC just finding the right angle in that sequence.
Ang galing umiwas. Alba with a serve. Like we said, it's dangerous when she's at the service line. That's the first ace for Alba. I think it's the first ace for Choco Mucho, and Galeries will call for time.
Wala kayo sa balanse. Kahit naman hindi ma-perfect na maitaas yan, basta itaas mo lang sa gitna. Ha? O, kailangan natin pumasa, malamang yan, sa'yo uli yan. Ready ka na dyan. Alam mo na dapat kung anong gagawin mo. O, tatlong spiker natin, ha? Kung kaya mag-play, tapos tayo, ha? Ito pa to. Okay, go.
First ball, that's what they need to fix right now because Coach Lerma also pointing out that they actually have a complete front row right now. They have 3 offensive options in the front row, but for them to be able to execute a good play, they need a good first ball first. So let's see if they are able to execute after the timeout.
Squandering a 5-point lead. Actually, Galeries now just up by 1. Almost, Coronel, almost scoring there again. And that's a good reflexes. Baliton may do. And that's a point for Galeries. And there's going to be a challenge. Ito, itutuloy na yung challenge. Bago yan, reaching beyond. Please explain, Ayel.
Reaching beyond because actually Mabilangan is in the back row. Tried to go for that one-hand save, but it could be on the other side of the net already, talking about the ball. So it could be a violation here for Mabilangan. Let's see if the coaching staff of Choco Mucho has eagle eyes here because that happened really quick.
You know, educate us, Ayel. This is the first time many are seeing this particular challenge. It's just introduced now, no? Hindi naman, wala naman yun noon.
It usually happens, or the overreaching usually happens when the setter is in the back row or there's an issue in the net between 2 players of opposite sides. But we have the luxury of seeing it through again, some additions to our challenge system. But it looks like it was clearly still on the side of Galeries. So unsuccessful challenge for Choco Mucho.
Galeries Tower.
As you mentioned, good reflex from Mabilangan.
Yes, and nagdidikita na dito. Dalawa pa rin ang lamang ng Galeries. Well, it was 5 points at lumalapit na tayo sa 25-point mark. So it's getting a lot more heated. Si Jana Ejido kanina talked about both teams, how they are, you know, they were raring to go from just the gate. Talagang umpisa pa lang, mainit na silang pareho. And that one's called outside. They're asking for a check ball.
Rondina.
I mean, CC tried to go for that angle shot, avoiding the blockers, but it looks like they will challenge that one. Another challenge, block touch challenge.
Yeah, this is their last. So that's quite a risk they're taking because medyo mahaba-haba pa tayo. And CC, if you read lips, it looks like you're saying hindi ko alam. I can't tell, but her teammates were saying go for the challenge.
So let's see if luck is on the side of Choco Mucho with this challenge.
But Galeries has led for most of this first set. Really impressive game that we're seeing for the Highrisers. Oh, clean. Yeah. So no more challenges for Choco Mucho in this first set.
And the way Galeries also is playing is really forcing Choco Mucho to commit these errors. Choco Mucho forced to be more creative.
Service. Coronel.
Yeah. So that's something to consider. While Gallery still has their 2 challenges. Tolentino in the front now. Look at Jimenez. We're seeing points off the block now.
Right. I mean, both offense and defense has been working for Galleries. Take a look at this one. Tolentino being closed down by Jimenez and Baliton.
Good first ball by Cici, and she goes up for the hit, and that does not cross the net. So you can really count the unforced errors, the errors on the attack of Cici Rondina today.
Timeout, Flying Titans.
Another timeout.
Natin, sigaw. Hindi po perse. Alam nyo maliit, sige, perse. Pero alam nyo dalawa, pwede tayo mag-rebound, pwede itulak lang. Ha? Okay? Okay. Kalimutan, din bago umain tayo sa susunod na, ha? Gagawin natin, ha? Importante lang, alam natin gagawin natin sa susunod, ha? O, sige, go, 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 go!
Some important reminders coming from Coach Dante, especially with their offensive options. I mean, they don't necessarily have to go to a lot of power attacks, asking his players to actually play smarter. They can go for soft touches, get a rebound, try to attack again. But clearly right now, the power hits are not working. As you see, some of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans supporting their teammates, supporting their team.
Good serve by Coronel. Cici with the receive. Tolentino with the tip. The chase. That was tough. That was really tough.
Calculation, Encarnacion.
And an error by Encarnacion giving Choco Mucho point number 18. Still a 4-point lead. Comfortable, and we are nearing the 25-point mark. So you saw Coach Lerman. Maganda yung ngiti niya ngayon.
Serving for Choco Mucho.
And Coronel looking for Jimenez wherever she is on the court. Tolentino this time, sending it over. Encarnacion. Ponce took care of that one. Cat Tolentino down the line. Yes, sir. Zone 5 once again, Ayel.
19.
Cat Tolentino just playing smart, knowing the weak spot of the floor defense of Galleries. Take a look at this one, going down the line.
By Galeries Tower.
But we have a challenge this time on the side of Galleries.
Yeah, why not? Sabi nila, no? Let's burn our challenges. Take a chance. Because they want to win this. You don't want to give Choco Mucho a chance here if you're Galleries. But something interesting here, we know that Cici was the top scorer in their first game out against Petro. She scored 18. She has 4 already, but 5 errors, 5 unforced errors. So it's been that kind of day for Cici Rondina. Pasok.
Oh. Right on the line.
Ball is in.
It's worth a challenge, perhaps for Galleries, because they really want to protect their lead. And they have one more.
20. Service, Rondina.
Safe serve by Cici. Oh, that looked good. Nakabawi si Jewel Encarnacion.
That was also a good set coming from Coronel, forcing that set on the opposite side to Encarnacion. Only one blocker there, so much space for that cross-court angle. Tas nilihit pa konti ni Encarnacion. Really clean attack coming from her.
She's at the serve now. Ponce with the first ball. Oh! Bumalik ang bola! Great call by Cici. Ang lapit nun.
Quick attack. And a challenge.
Oh, they're going to challenge that. From our vantage point, it looked like it was out, but, well, they do have the challenge. Might as well burn it.
Cici Rondina also looked like she was very confident that it went outside because she let go on the last second.
That was a good sequence. That was an enjoyable sequence there. But Galleries with a 4-point lead, so eto talagang nagbabakasakali.
Way out.
Ball is out. Challenge is on.
And no more challenges also for Galeries Tower for this first set. And whoever ends up taking this first set will breathe a sigh of relief because both teams working so hard to get that first set W. Lunag now at the serve. Quick. So meron din namang tangkad dito sa Galeries High Tower, si Rosel Baliton. And she's also a setter. I think the tallest setter there has ever been. So malay mo magkabali-balik na din sila dyan kasi ang daming mga convertible setters.
A lot of versatile players on the side of the Highrisers.
Well, still alive, a chance here for Choco Mucho to reset. Underhanded, said no problem, says Kat Tolentino. She had 6.
Kat Tolentino nearly unstoppable in this set. She has been the go-to player, having the hot hands. I mean, she has the luxury of height as well and length, but that time just taking advantage of the gap in between the blockers.
All 5'11" of her. And it's still set point for Galeries. Dindin Manabat on the court for the first time.
Together with Jem Ferrer, double sub here for the Flying Titans.
Set point Galeries. Let's see what Coronel does. Looks like it's a magic bunot. Timing na timing.
Good read there coming from Pecania. Palek was going for that A-quick, but Pecania reading that perfectly, jumping way before Palek.
Ano yung dito pa sa kanan? Play 4, no? Play 4? Dito ka. Play 4 tayo. Ikaw, isolated ka, ha? Pumuntos tayo. Kaya mo pumuntos? Kaya. Siguro din mo lang, ha? Pasok ka lang, pasok ka lang. Yes, go. Medyo dalhin nyo dito.
A very specific time out there coming from Coach Lerma. For Galeries, they only need 1 point. They need a good first ball right now and to execute that specific play that Coach Lerma actually gave them.
To tie this set. Jem Ferrer.
Still set point for Galeries. Let's see what gives here. Coronel looking for Jimenez, and that's an error. She's asking for a back touch, but she's not going to get it. I think it was clean. And look at Choco Mucho staying alive, just playing under pressure.
You know, Choco Mucho, they've proven that they are a resilient team. Let's see if they can come back here.
Again, Jimenez. Oh, great pickup there by Ferrer. Where will Coronel go? Combination attack, Ronquillo. No go, says Choco Mucho. Back row attack, Cici. Play continues. Ronquillo again, and that bounce at Pecania. And Dindin Manabat giving her that support. What a comeback.
What a comeback. You just love to see the steady play coming from Choco Mucho, and Pecania actually doing so well in terms of net defense.
And clearly, Choco Mucho using their height advantage. Now we're going for 26 here. Molde! That was sharp. What about that cut shot? Getting Choco Mucho in their first set point situation. What a turn of events.
What sequences was that coming from Choco Mucho? Pecania with that net defense. This time, very explosive attack coming from Isa Molde. I mean, very sharp one. Going cross-court, even targeting Eroa.
And now it's Choco Mucho's turn at set point. Jimenez keeping the Highrisers alive. You know, it will be so frustrating for Galeries if they give up this first set because they led most of the way.
And this is why Jimenez showing some fighting spirit here, powering through that one-man block of Isa Molde.
Talked about Jimenez at the top of our coverage. She scored 17 points against Akari in that first game they played in day 1 of competition. Easy one. Oh, almost over. Jem Ferrer and the regalo. Choco Mucho sets up again. Molde sending it over. This is a broken play. Coronel will go up for the hit. And she will get the point. Talk about versatile.
They're showing that she can be a leader in terms of playmaking, but also a reliable attacker. Take a look at this one. Swinging high, going long. Very effective for Coronel.
And set point back to Galleries. What a first set. Santiago Manabat, picked up by Aroa. Look at the hustle by Galleries. Another chance here for Choco Mucho. Will they avert the set point? Here comes the Highrisers. Where will Coronel go? Oh, a push. Ball still good. Manabat sending it over. Oh, and it's the blocking again of Choco Mucho that keeps them alive.
I mean, Bombita was put in definitely to score a point, and that was just easy for Choco Mucho to read. Two blockers there with her no coverage on the side of Galleries.
Bombita had two chances there to get it, to win the first set.
For Choco Mucho.
And the first extension here. Now we're going for 28. Oh, chance ball for Choco Mucho. The Titan flying high. Great pickup by Aroa. Bombita just sending it over, and that's an error.
Wide by Bombita.
That was a very awkward angle for Bombita.
Substitution.
That's costly for Galleries. Buhay na naman ng Choco Mucho.
Back in.
And the fans, the Choco Mucho fans here at Villoy on their feet. Second chance to win the set for the Flying Titans. Oh, good pickup by Ferrer. Manabat. Coronel pushes it to Ronquillo off the blockers. Matapang din to si Ronquillo because we've seen the offensive blocks working for Choco Mucho.
Exactly. I mean, both teams really fighting for every point. This time, Ronquillo powering through the hands of Dindin Santiago Manaba. Very gutsy for Ronquillo.
Absolutely.
Franz Ronquillo.
We're tied at 27.
The Highrisers.
4 points for Ronquillo so far. She's been playing well. Make it 5 on her first service ace. The first one for her team.
Set point advantage.
Ronquillo scoring crucial points here for Galleries. Now, Coach Dante definitely looking worried right now.
Service. Ronquillo.
Galleries had 3 set points averted by Choco Mucho. Let's see if they can win it in this sequence. Cici is in the front. Not a good thing for Galleries. Oh, good save by Ponce. Chance ball. Here come the Highrisers. Running attack. Good pickup by Molde. Cici again. She skies and she is stopped by Ronquillo. Joust. And I think somebody was at the net, or there's a lifting violation. Is it called against Choco Mucho? And that is a win for Galleries in this first set. They went the long way.
What a set for both teams. Really a great show of endurance and talent. But towards the end, Galleries just taking advantage of their momentum.
And that was a much-deserved win for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. They led most of the first set, and they were in danger zone towards the latter part of this set, but they take away the W. 29-27 is the count. We'll be back.
with a lot of long rallies, ended, towards the end with really good ones. I mean, for Choco Mucho, Kat Tolentino playing consistently in terms of offense, Pecania with some sparks, Isa Molde as well. CC also tried, but it wasn't enough playing against a very organized Galeries Tower Highrisers. Their defense was on point, not just on the floor, but also on the net, stopping a lot of offense from Choco Mucho. And again, Coronel, we keep talking about her versatility and her stability in terms of playmaking as well. As we take a look at the numbers of that first set, more attack points coming from the Highrisers. They have 17 against the 14 of the Flying Titans. Good show of net defense from both teams. 5 from Choco Mucho, 4 from Galeries, and both teams also committing a lot of errors relatively. They have 7 apiece, and really the difference was in the attacking, in the scoring, especially towards the end stretch.
So that's a 22% efficiency for Galeries versus the 18% for Choco Mucho. But what strikes me is the number of attempts, 77 on both sides. Talagang they went really, talagang very aggressive on the offense.
Right. And that also tells us about the floor defense of both teams. No, both teams nahihirapan makapatay ng bola because everyone really trying to do well in terms of floor defense. But let's see if Choco Mucho can start strong in this set. And this time challenge Galeries.
Set number 2 of our
That is why it took 42 minutes to settle the score in that first set. It's going to be this kind of match today. I think nobody's complaining. I think everybody's happy, especially the fans of Choco Mucho, to see on the court Kat Tolentino again, si CC, nandyan uli. And missing the services of the likes of Mati Madayag, who is out. So may konti mga pagbabago din dito sa koponan ng Choco Mucho. Come to think of it, I think yung original Choco Mucho team, si Kat na lang yata ang natira, no? It used to be
sole player
from
the original lineup, Kat Tolentino.
outside shot.
And the first point will still go to Galeries with that check ball. So it used to be a Ateneo-heavy team, no? Pero nag-iba na ang itsura ng Choco Mucho. In fact, we have a Lasallian setter on both sides. We talked about this. This is one of the things we want to get the audience to contribute, to see which of the two setters will make more of an impact. Oh, short. Again, these rallies, Tolentino is on the front. Pero na-challenge na rin siya. Si Kat Tolentino talagang binabantayan because she has the hot hands indeed. 7 points.
But despite 2 blockers there in front of Kat Tolentino, still found a way to score a point, going for the hands, the loose hands of Isa Jimenez.
And Jimenez will go cross court. What a save by Alba. Another athlete. Impressive athlete in Mars Alba.
Encarnacion denied by Nunag.
Easy net defense there for Choco Mucho. I mean, you have a Nunag and Tolentino right in front of you.
And the block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. A quick set, Baliton defended there. Molde with a great shot. Easy lang, sabi ni Isa.
That's right. Recognize that hole in the middle. Great show of ball control also from Isa Molde.
And you know, she's also she stands 5'5" also on the sheets, no? So hindi rin katangkaran, pero matalino eh. Oh, ito naman, may tulong ang net. Definitely gumapang and still falling into the court of Choco Mucho. Look at Jewel Encarnacion scoring her 8th point. She has contributed quite a lot.
Serving for the Highrisers.
She also scored in double digits in that first game against Akari. Jewel had 10 points. Second only to Jimenez, who had 17. Oh, that one gets past Coronel. And let's bring in Jana Ahido with a report.
This first game of the conference just last week also meant the first game of Lorraine Pecania as a starter for her team. Well, last Saturday, she told me that she was pressured, she was nervous, she felt all kinds of jitters, not just in adjusting to a bigger role in the team, but she was quite conscious at how people would react to her performance. But then again, that was Lorraine last Saturday. Lorraine today has eased into this and getting comments from fans that she's a promising talent, as well as positive insight from her teammates and coaches. Sabi ni Lorraine, mas confident ako ngayon, especially na na-overcome ko yung first game namin. Well, we saw streaks of her brilliance late in the first set. Even if she cost them that set, well, let's see what Lorraine Picrania brings to the table here in set 2. Chiki Nayel.
Thanks so much, Jana. The Rizaleños proud of this Arellano University product, and she has already bested her first game performance. She had 3 points there. She's already at 4 points, and we're only in the second set. So a lot more we're going to see of Lorraine Picrania. One-handed set by Coronel. Cici with the pickup. Oh, some confusion there on the side of Galleries. Ball just bouncing off of the hands of the blockers.
Right. A good option also, decision for Kat Tolentino to go for that soft touch, because Palek was late in closing that block. Jimenez and Palek also a bit of a miscue in that floor defense.
Quick thinking by Tolentino.
Right.
Almost. Good defense by Choco. That's off the hands of Palek, and that went outside.
7.
And Choco now with a 4-point lead early in the second set.
Right. Isa Molde outsmarting Palek in that sequence. I mean, Palek was all over that ball, but Isa going for that angle.
Kat continues to serve. That's a tough one. First ball. Ronquillo going. And again, Ronquillo is steady. She's not very flashy, but very reliable.
Very efficient as well as an attacker. Take a look at this one. Seeing that block in the cross-court angle and being smart going down the line, going long.
Galeries Tower.
Back row attack by, whoa, Kat Tolentino. And nobody saw that coming, really. Medyo nanood na lang ang Galleries, and Choco Mucho gets to 8 points first with a 4-point advantage. Well, certainly a different set 2 for Choco Mucho. They take an early lead, 8-4, and it was the situation was reversed in the first set.
Momentum clearly on the side of Choco Mucho. They just knew that going into the second set, they have to start strong, because for sure they recognize how aggressive the Galleries are in both ends of the court, from offense to defense.
Are you seeing the adjustments that they made? Yeah, can you pinpoint what are they doing differently now?
I mean, for Choco Mucho, earlier they were going for a lot of power hits, but this time we're seeing soft touches from them, making the floor defense of Galleries work. We saw one coming from Isa Molde right in the middle, Kat Tolentino as well. And this is what Coach Dante was trying to look for in the first set, the variety in the attacks of his players.
So far, it is only Kat Tolentino in double digits for Choco Mucho, but a lot of the players also scoring. So good distribution by Mars Alba as well. Rondina. Ponce was there to cover. Good D for Choco Mucho. Oh, that was an error there. So si Palek could not get to the ball in time. Si Coronel, a little miscommunication.
Right. I mean, Palek was waiting for a higher set, but Julia, the mindset was to play faster. So clearly a miscue there between Palek and Coronel.
Lorraine Pecana serving for Choco Mucho.
And that's outside for service error by
+1.
Lorraine Pecana. She has 4 points already. And she has also been very helpful at the net.
Right.
Masipag, mag-block. Hindi na sayang yung 6'2" height niya. Good first ball. Rondina with a wind-up. Reverse by Coronel. Nunag stopped. Oh! And Marsan just had no control with that hit. Medyo nahirapan yung kanyang mga teammates to keep the ball in play.
Take a look at this one. A good rebound actually coming from Encarnacion. I mean, running attacks are not easy to get rebounds or block. So sort of a missed opportunity there for the Highrisers.
For the Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho still up by 4. Oh, solid two-man block. Nunag and Tolentino, familiar sight. We missed it for a while because now with Kat being sidelined.
This is going to be a big challenge for Encarnacion, having Nunag and Tolentino as her blockers.
And I think it's called double. Yeah, that's right. Unintentional actually for Coronel, that double touch.
Right.
But this is a huge lead for Choco Mucho, and Coach Lerma needed to call for time.
Sa loob, kita na kung sino. Ngayon, ito lang naman ang problema. Dalawa lang yung option niya sa harapan. Ngayon yung likod ayaw di magtrabaho. Okay? Isa, pumupunta sa iyo yung bola, hindi mo alam kung ano nangyayari. Sino willing sa labas maglaro? Oh, marami pwedeng pumalit sa iyo eh. Kaso,
Go lang! Go lang!
Well, you all heard that. So it's interesting then manood at makinig dun sa dynamics
Right.
dito and how Coach Lerma conducts her huddles.
Some push here given to the players of the Highrisers. I mean, a pressure moment for them right now because this is a big lead that the Choco Mucho is bit enjoying a 6-point lead.
Flying Titans.
And you know, that is a good reminder by Coach Lerma that this is a team sport. Makita niya na yung accountable din kayo sa mga teammates ninyo.
Right.
And that is off the hands of Coronel and Baliton.
13.
And Cici will get her 5th point.
Choco Mucho is on the roll right now. I mean, everyone finally contributing. Cici Rondina, Nunag and Tolentino teaming up in that net defense as well.
Big serve again. No surprises there for Alba. Oh, that attack, the approach. He knew that Jewel Encarnacion meant business.
That was a big point for Encarnacion. She knew she had to go for the hands of Tolentino. Played it faster because if not, it could have been a solid block again against Encarnacion.
Still a 6-point lead for Choco Mucho. That's a good first ball. Tolentino is in the front row. And Jimenez.
8.
Well, heeded the call of Coach Lerma in that last huddle.
Good block there coming from Galeries. I mean, they just knew, they predicted that that set was going to Kat Tolentino.
Service. Coronel.
4 points for this setter / opposite hitter.
A lot of rolls.
Yep. Also good defense. Look at that. Oh! It's called outside. And that's 2 in a row for Isa Jimenez. So shall we say the coaching of Coach Lerma, she knows what will work. No? Alam niya kung paano to coach these girls and what will get them moving.
it's good news for Galleries that they're not intimidated at all with the height of Choco Mucho in that net defense.
You know, checking the stats sheets, they have 4 players in who are 6 feet above, 6 feet and above. So Choco Mucho, probably the tallest team. On average, hindi yan lalabas kasi nga you have CC and the like, pero they have a lot of tall players. Oh! Ang lakas din ng mga palo ni Jewel. I think that one is called outside untouched. We saw that it, they're going to challenge it. It didn't look like it was long.
On the floor by Galeries Tower for
A block touch. So,
challenge, block touch, Galeries Tower.
and we saw how Galleries ran out their challenges in the first set. But with the score being what it is, 9-14, medyo naghahabol ang Galleries dito.
They need to take a chance on this point. That hit coming from Jewel Encarnacion.
And really, I feel like Jewel Encarnacion is just showing a different side of her. Parang once she stepped into the pros, parang nag-iba eh. I mean, she's always been a star player for UP, pero she has matured so much since she started playing here. This is her first conference. Rather, first season, second conference. Second conference na kasi this is a new season. So that one conference that she played here really made a big difference.
Right.
And the whistle coming from referee Joy De Imus. I think it's siyang tumawag, no? Siya ang gustong mag...
There's a challenge on the floor by Galeries Tower.
It was a challenge, yeah.
Challenge, net
It looked like it was Coach Lerma who saw someone scraping the net on the side of Choco Mucho.
Wow. She must be really sure about this because sabi nga natin, di ba, may one unsuccessful challenge na sila. And this stops the play. And we'll see what the result is. 6-point lead for Choco Mucho. For those of you just joining us now, you missed a heck of a first set that went 42 long minutes. It ended 29-27. Galleries just eking out that win after having led for most of the first set anyway.
There you go.
See? Well, gumalaw yung net, but we don't know if it's because of the ball or...
It seems like it was the ball, actually. Nunag was a bit away from the net, so another unsuccessful challenge here for the Highrisers.
Oh, Coach Lerma is saying parang tumama yung braso. Tagalan pa daw yung video. Pero it's not gonna go their way. It's not gonna go the way of Galleries. And it's now a second technical timeout with Choco Mucho leading by 7. Defeated by the Choco Mucho fans. Hey, kaway kaway. Hey naman.
Happy birthday to Mayan Mendres.
Yeah. And the fans really getting into it. May mga ayan, see?
Prepared
talaga. happy birthday to Mayan Mendres. And back to the action here at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Arena. 1-0 in terms of sets, with Galeries leading, but Choco Mucho is taking control of the second set. A push. Mars Alba picking that one up. Broken play. Molde. Stopped by Aroa. Jewel will go again. Soft touch. Kat Tolentino from the right side.
Kat Tolentino, just a big problem for the Highrisers.
Yeah.
They couldn't figure out her angles, and that's the luxury that she has because she has the height and length. She can go for angles, she can attack higher, and that's so much more difficult to read for the defenders.
Choco Mucho fan saying, "We missed you, Kat Tolentino." What a welcome back for her. And she will go again.
Tolentino rejected.
This time, Gallery gets it back with that block by Baliton.
Galleries this time, they had to make sure they closed down Kat Tolentino. But Choco Mucho still have a bit of a cushion here
Galeries Tower.
with this 7-point lead.
7. Pacres in.
You know, looking back at the first game that Galleries played against Akari, it was 30-28 the first set na pinanalo din ng Galleries. Gusto nila nag-extend nung first set nila. And then it was downhill from then on for them. So they want to make sure, if you're Galleries, that they don't suffer the same fate.
18-10.
But right now, they can't see him to get points from offense, even from defense here, which worked for them in the first set, their net defense, but it's just Choco Mucho playing more aggressively in this set.
Quick set, good defense by Choco. Kat stopped, reset. Cici from the back, good pickup by Coronel. Pacres is in the game. She will go up again. Good coverage by Nunag. And an unforced error by Molde. Much less this second set, no? The errors from Choco Mucho.
I mean, great intention there for Isa to avoid the blockers, but too much angle and too much spin for her.
Still a comfortable lead for the Flying Titans
For the Highrisers.
after losing that first set, 29-27. Oh! And Galleries didn't expect that ball to bounce back where it did. So Kat Tolentino gets her 13th point.
Kat Tolentino continues to be that scoring machine for the Flying Titans. Great rebound from Galleries, but no support in the first touch.
At Tolentino serving.
Already bettering her output in the first game. Kat Tolentino scored 12 against Petrogas. And she's playing defense too. Cici keeps the ball in play. Chance ball for Galleries. Ronquillo a bit quiet in the second set. Pacres will time it. Again with a tip, well read by Manabat. Sending the ball over. Play continues. And it speeds up again. Buhay pa. That will definitely make the highlight reel for all sorts of reasons. But this is a good rally. Molde. And Packers will go. Great angle, but great pickup by Cici. Molde sending it again. Ronquillo, two-man block outside. What a point. Napakahirap naman pumuntos.
Another long rally for this match. Again, both teams, good defense, good offense as well.
There.
But Ronquillo again, just being that go-to player for the Highrisers, getting that point off the hands of Santiago Manabat.
But you really like that defense from the back, literally, of Tolentino. I see a meme coming.
For sure.
Ronquillo again. Talaga naman to si Ronquillo. We said it earlier today. This is only her 3rd point in this second set.
And that's because her attacks are very sharp. You have to make sure you read it right away. Nakapwesto ka na agad sa floor defense because if not, you're gonna miss it for sure.
So if you're Coronel, you probably want to feed Ronquillo more because nakakatatlo pa lang siya so far in this 3rd set. Manabat with a wind-up. Oh, nice try, but Thiago Manabat too much for the front row of Galleries. That's her 1st point.
Now, this is the luxury of having a deep lineup that Choco Mucho has. I mean, you have Jan Ferrer, an experienced setter, and another tall opposite, Dindin Santiago Manabat. And you have Des Cheng on the bench also to come in as a service and defense specialist.
So Choco Mucho fans just waiting for Des Cheng to be 100%. I don't know where she's at, but she missed the entire conference last time around. She's hitting from back row. Galleries will get that point. It was Marsan who kept it alive, but Macres there will score her 1st.
You know, with Pacres, it's always just all power, very explosive. You have to be stable enough to get the defense right. That time, Jan Ferrer could not contain the power in that attack.
Oh, that's called inside. But Des Cheng is saying it's out. Do I see
There's a challenge.
challenge card going up? Pero nakita natin yung lines judge calling it in.
Ball out. Challenge.
Well, here comes the challenge, and Choco Mucho has a couple to give. What did it look like to you, Ayel?
From our perspective, it actually did look like it was in. But, I mean, the coaching staff and even the players of Choco Mucho, they're so much nearer in where the ball dropped, so they could have a better perspective. But we have the luxury of challenge, so let's see kung ano nakita ng technology.
Yeah. 2014, ang Galleries halos hindi lumamang in this. Whoa. Well, ang lapit. I mean, there was it was a good reason to challenge because look at that. Look at that. Can't blame them for calling for the challenge because talagang konti na lang labas na.
Franz Ronquillo serving.
Back set, Dindin. And that's 2 in a row for Santiago Manabat.
21-15.
Santiago Manabat perfectly avoiding the blockers, avoiding the floor defense. Clean attack coming from her. That big gap also allowed Dindin Santiago Manabat to have an easier time.
The Flying Titans.
So we're seeing the double substitution of Coach Dante. Seeming to be a good idea at this point. Packers will go again. Pops the ball. Cici. Heroa foils that one. Back row attack Ronquillo. And you're talking about how Ronquillo will do what she does. Bigyan mo lang ng bola and talagang yung efficiency ni Ronquillo.
Right. Very dependable attacker. I mean, not a lot of sets going to her, but whenever she gets one, she makes sure she gets a point for her team.
First one in double digits for the Galeries Tower Highrisers is Ronquillo. We have a bit of a lull. Marzan waiting to serve. Galeries has a chance here, but they cannot inside. And now the chance is even bigger, greater with that service ace. But we are about to say it cannot be a side-out game for Galeries from here on.
They need
a run.
a mini run here, and so far their service game has been working for them.
And it's been Jam Ferrer and Dindin Manabat.
On the hit out.
And the run is happening. It's taking shape for Galeries. Spike of the set. Brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. And Choco Mucho pressing the panic button. Call for time.
Isang Revo na gray
tayo.
XRX
Okay?
665.
Sige, go.
Last score! Last score out there! Isang black na Strada pickup WQV 589. Pakiusog ang inyong mga sasakyan at nakaharang sa police station. Salamat po.
The timeout clearly was just for Choco Mucho to regroup because they are actually still
Substitution,
in
Choco Mucho.
lead.
6 out.
But
10,
Gallery
Tolentino
starting
in,
to gain their
12 out.
momentum here, wanting to pull off a comeback as you see
9
Joe
out.
Maragino on your screens. The latest addition to the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Andrea Marzan serving for the Galeries Tower. Rondina off the hand of Baliton. 22-18.
CC breaking the momentum of Galleries right away. And getting that point quick side out for Choco Mucho.
Serving for Choco Mucho. Into the block. Bombita. 19-22.
Gusto niyang patayin yung bola.
And we know her as a power hitter, breaking blocks, but this time taking advantage of that loose block as well.
Good serve. Nice pickup by Ponce. Coronel looking for Bombita again, this time foiled by Molde. Tolentino is on the left side. That's a tough set. Choco Mucho. Tolentino will go again. Pacres. Great defense by Molde. Oh. Ball still alive. Look at the hustle. Cici coming for the right pin this time. And Coronel with a dig. Cici again. Oh, Coronel signaling inside.
This is gonna be a game of endurance.
Yep.
I mean, another long rally there, but this time better angle coming from CC Rondina. Going long, no floor defense there from Galleries.
Dahil pa-diagonal siya, tinatarget yung... Close the line. Close the line. Sino? Nandiyan naman sila eh. Ay, close the line. Close the cross. Okay. Ready ka drop ball dyan, ha? Split
Kaya
block.
mo ako mabaril.
Split block. Huwag mo munang pasukan. Basahin mo, hindi naman siya bumabaon. Sige po. Basahin na natin, ha? Basahin na
Some adjustments there instructed by Coach Lerma in terms of their blocking formation. They want to close cross and open the down the line angle because they have their best defender there in Liza Eroa. So let's see if they'll be able to execute.
Choco Mucho.
Well, you know that this is a game of chess. Choco Mucho is probably predicting that that's what they're going to do, and they're going to go down the line.
Right.
And a quick point here for Choco Mucho, and they will get a taste of their first set point, first of many in the second set. Maarangkada na si Cici. She is at 7 points. This is lower than usual, but she's been working hard even at defense. Chance here. Choco Mucho, will they close out? Not quite yet. Coronel to Pacres. Oh, smart play! Yan ang nakakatakot kay Pacres kasi kung gusto niyang bombahin, ang lakas, pero ang galing din ng placement shots niya. Oh, Isa Molde on the floor. We hope she's okay.
Looks like she's laughing it off, so it seems like she's okay. But what a smart move here coming from Pacres. That off-speed shot making Isa Molde work for the defense.
Still set point for Choco. Here goes Alba with a quick. Oh, great pickup. Coronel there. Oh, that hit the antenna. And that is going to be called outside against Pacres. And that's a win for Choco Mucho in set number 2. We're tied at 1 set apiece. A little bit easier for Choco Mucho this time around, pero nanganib sila ng konti towards the latter part.
But they took advantage of their strong start and big lead in the middle. Talking about Choco Mucho.
25-20 is how that second set went. We'll be back to talk more about it after the break. Of pace, although it got heated for a while, like we mentioned. Ayel toward the latter part of the set. Let's look at the highlights.
And you just love how Choco Mucho started really strong, making sure that they started right, was able to get the big lead, which the Galeries was able to almost close towards the end. But again, momentum is just on the side of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Quality minutes also for Dindin Santiago Manabat as well as Jem Ferrer. Good mix of players, good joint of teamwork for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in that second set. As we take a look at the numbers, improved attack points coming from Choco Mucho. They have 16 against the 13 of Galeries. Better attacking efficiency as well for Choco Mucho, 33%. They maintain their good blocking, 4 kill blocks for Choco Mucho, only 2 for Galeries, 2 service aces for Galeries, only 1 for Choco Mucho, and both teams actually lessened their errors in that second set.
That was definitely evident. Yun yung talagang kapansin-pansin na they're playing much cleaner, particularly Choco Mucho. They eliminated those unforced errors that we saw in the first set, and that contributed to a much easier win. Now they're playing their game, no?
And right now, adjustments is needed on the side of the Galeries if they want to get this set, because it's looking like Choco Mucho has awakened in this game. I mean, everyone already contributing in terms of offense.
And you talked about the deep bench of Choco Mucho that is being showcased now. Dindin Manabot coming off the bench, and she was a big contributor in that second set. She will not start in set 3, it seems. But on the gallery side, we have been talking about Franz Ronquillo all game long, because she is, for one, the only one in double digits. Encarnacion has 9 points, but they have really been the spark and the lifeblood for Galleries.
And what was also missing from Galleries that actually worked well for them in the first set was the activation of the middles. They were getting points coming from Baliton, coming from Palek, but with the offense of Choco Mucho working well, no, the defense kind of slowed down on the side of Galleries.
Nakita din natin some players coming off the bench for Galleries, and we're seeing na marami talagang maganda yung dinadala ni Coach Lerma, at tinitignan lang niya siguro what mix of players will work best. Here we go with set number 3. What an explosive start for CC Rondina.
Well, that's her comfortable angle. I mean, going cross-court, seeing that it was an open block there. Take a look at this one. So much space for her to get that point.
Good first ball by Encarnacion. Ronquillo stopped. General on the court. Sky ball. Ronquillo again. Look at Pia. And that cross-court shot, a little too sharp.
1-all.
That was the intention of Isa Molde, to try to go sharp, avoid the blockers. But again, the angle was very tricky. Reason why it went out.
Serving for the Highrisers.
Oh, with the help of the net, Nunag with the pickup. Pati si Kat natawa eh.
I mean, it really did look like a mishit coming from Kat Tolentino. But sinuwerte pa.
She said, I'll take it. That's 14 for Kat. She is highest pointer for the entire game so far for both squads. Kat again. She likes the right pin. That is where she is most dangerous.
Kat Tolentino just continuously leading Choco Mucho in terms of scoring. Really looking healthier this conference. I mean, she's now very comfortable playing despite the auditory condition that she mentioned.
And that one gets away from Mars Alba. Encarnacion is now in double digits as well. That's her 10th.
Encarnacion and Ronquillo, the wing attackers, the open attackers of Galleries, has been the go-to player so far. Great angle from her there, squeezing that one down the line.
The Highrisers.
Alba looking for Kat Tolentino once again, and why not?
Finds the hole.
That's 3 points in a row.
And this is why Kat Tolentino is a very effective attacker, reliable attacker. Did not force a power attack. Kept it simple but still very effective.
For Choco Mucho.
That's over. One-handed set. Where will Alba go? Back row attack. Sisi! Napantayan. And really props to Baliton and Encarnacion. We know how much more difficult it is to stop a back row attack.
They have been reading Sisi perfectly from the back row. I mean, from the front row, Sisi can easily score, but from the back row in this game, she has been challenged so far.
And that block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Back row for Kat. Joust won by Choco. Encarnacion.
Oh, great save.
Yeah. Good plays. Good read by Kat there. Underhanded set. Napasok pa ni Coronel. Squeezing it through the two-man block, and that is her 5th point. Let's send it over to Jana Ejido for her report.
Galleries with the first set win, their opponents with the second set win. Well, this could be deja vu on the side of Galeries Tower Highrisers. Well, this is exactly what Coach Lerma Heron wants to alter within the team, that they're not just the type to be comfortable with a single set win. In her words, kailangan talaga namin ma-sustain yung gigil, sustain yung pagiging palaban, and stay consistent in order to win games. In fact, before this set began, most of her instructions were directed towards her attackers. So let's see if they can reignite that energy they had in set 1 and bring it here in set number 3. Back to you, Chiqui Nayel.
Serving.
Thanks so much, Jana. And as you were reporting, we saw Alba with that great point. 3 points already for Mars Alba. So talagang these are very... I think these are scoring centers that we're seeing. Talagang napaka-ano nila, productive.
Also a threat in offense, but this time, perfect timing and that a quick attack for Pecania. Open block for her.
Yeah. Didn't hear from Pecania for a while, but she scores her 5th point. Oh, great reach there by General. Oh, and that's again an unforced error from
5.
Cici Rondina. That's 6. 6 unforced errors versus her 8 points today. A little bit erratic.
Jewel Encarnacion serving for the Highrisers.
Close 3rd set so far. Back row attack. So deep. Oh, wow. Talino.
We're tied at 6.
Julia Coronel with that 1-2 play. And it wasn't just the idea of that 1-2 play. It was the actual execution that was impressive. Recognizing that no one was in the zone 1 of Choco Mucho.
That happened so fast. Talk about quick thinking.
Right.
And that happened fast too.
Pecania.
Tacres gives 2. Sorry, Pecania gives 2 in a row.
Oh, Pecania again, as you mentioned earlier, just being productive whenever she is in the front row, trying to contribute both from offense to defense. And you see Alba actually trusting and giving confidence to Pecania.
Good stop. Again, Alba. This time it's Lunag. So many choices for Mars Alba. How to be you. Ang sarap din siguro kung yan ang, kung setter mo, ang dami mong options. And she doesn't waste them. Choco Mucho up by 2 in this first technical timeout. Back here at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Arena for our doubleheader. Today, this Volleyball Thursday, day 3 of competition in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Chiqui Roapuno with Ayel Estraniero and Jana Ejido completing the panel. On your screens, Kat Tolentino, who is having a great game. So far, 16 points for her. And this girl too, nasilip na natin si Julia Coronel. And service error. Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung service error. Pag-usapan natin yung 2 straight points ni Pecania and how she really, as a rookie, has been playing very steady.
And again, I can just imagine the pressure on her filling in the shoes of Madi Madayag, but she has been handling it so well.
Umpisa pa lang yan. We have a lot of expectations from her as this very long conference goes on. Jerry Nunag. And that one is outside.
Lunag. We're tied at 8.
Good play there for Choco Mucho. It's just a matter of execution for them.
Lunag has 9 in spite of that error.
Service. Baliton.
Good first ball. CC stopped by Baliton. Chris again sending it over. Where will Alba goes to CC. And that one could not even cross back. So CC just using her power, powering it through.
Right. Not avoiding the blockers this time. Actually challenging the hands of Julia Coronel, the outer hand of Coronel.
Teammates in the Las Pilipinas team.
Right.
Yeah. Ronquillo. That one gets away from her, and this time the blocking of Choco Mucho working.
And that's one department they are very known of. Their net defense, their blocking. And so far it has been showing.
That's called inside. Oh, look, they're surprised. So, nakikita na natin na lumamwesta sa Mesenia si Coach Lerma kasi si Pacras was very close to the ball, celebrated that point, but the lines judge says it's inside. Nakita natin yung gulat. So this is interesting. I want to see how this one goes. For those of you just joining the conference, it is even at 1 set apiece for these two teams. As you see on your screens, the first game was so close, 29-27 for Galeries. And the second game was an easier ride for Choco Mucho, who won 25-20. Let's see where this ball falls. Naku, tinan mo naman, napaka-liit-liit. Ano yan? Siguro mga 1 inch lang lumabas.
So,
wow.
Good challenge
Yeah.
for Galeries.
And the serve.
And a good point for them also because if Choco Mucho got that point, it could have been a 3-point lead for them.
And now they're just within a point. That was a good challenge. Finally, a good one for Galeries. Mulder from back row. Roa putting it up. Combination, and that's definitely out. Pero meron bang they're looking for a tip? Nope, no check ball. So Packer stays in the game. She was brought in the second half of set 2. Meantime, Rondina looking to break into the double-digit area here. Kat sending the ball over. Ronquillo. Whoa! And Kat Tolentino. Just umuulan ng puntos para kay Tolentino. This time with offensive block. She has 17. One more time on that.
Solid one.
And look how much of her arm is over the net. Another timeout for Galeries.
Palo ka naman manipis na lang kahit out of system eh. Kailangan lang alam niyo yung ginagawa ninyo, hindi lang area ng area. Dim, single block na yun isang bagsak lang dito yun
Nakita ko yung kamay niya eh, kapacheck ko sana.
Ay nakikita, single block Dim, single block. Yan yung pinagtatalunan natin.
Okay, single block. Bigay mo sa akin.
Opo, kapit, kapit.
Let's go!
No, executing better definitely needed here on the side of Gallery. Some short reminders there coming from Coach Lerma. It's a matter of choosing the right angles, especially on the number of blockers you have. All right.
Defense has been solid. And Ronquillo getting another chance, but that one is outside. So the intention was to go for the cut shot.
Substitution. Galeries Tower.
And She will take a break, sit out for a while.
Service, Rondini.
Isa Jimenez.
Back in the game. Good first ball there. Alba reverses. Cat, good read by Roa. And Jimenez off the bench, hitting it into the net. Still a little cold.
All right, now you see Galleries really struggling to score in this set, and that's also because the good blocking of Choco Mucho.
Marsan sending it over. Biennaral, solid as libero. Same with Aroa. Great effort. Tolentino, just enough touch to make the ball fall where she wanted it.
And that's what height and length can actually do.
There's a challenge.
Take a look at this one.
Galeries.
Pacres was going for the ball, but we have a challenge.
So we will get a closer look at that. Slow-mo. You know, we saw Jimenez coming into the game just here in the third set. It's been a lackluster game for Jimenez compared to her output in the first game they played against Akari. We talked about her at the top of the coverage. She scored the most with 17 points. She's been quiet today, so a little more action from Jimenez will definitely help the campaign of Galeries.
Reaching beyond the net challenge from Galleries. They were talking about that soft touch coming from Kat Tolentino in that last sequence.
A comfortable 5-point lead again for Choco Mucho. That's how much they won that second set by. 25-20 was a score in that set 2. But again, for those of you just getting home, getting settled, enjoying the basketball action, you missed a great first set. Make sure you watch it back. We have a lot of replays. If you're on Pilipinas Live, you can watch it on demand. Napaka-exciting ng first set. 29-27 was the score. Galleries taking that one. They're really showing a fight. We're talking, Ayel, about how the teams now, you know, the newer teams are not so new anymore. Parang Galleries compared to their performance in the April All-Filipino. I think they're going to do much better if this is how they will play.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. Even from this angle, yeah, she didn't quite cross that. No.
Challenge is unsuccessful.
It gets really
Area.
It gets really tricky when the ball is actually in the middle of the net. But unsuccessful challenge there for Galleries.
6-point lead for Choco Mucho. Pacres. Picked up that Rondina there. Oh, sharp one. Look at Eroa just sprinting to the ball. And
Second technical timeout.
almost, but no dice, but really it is not for the lack of trying. And the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. Back at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Arena. This is the first of our double header in today's set of games here. Volleyball Thursday. Great day for volleyball. We're glad you're all on hand. And this is a very heated match between Choco Mucho and Galeries Tower Highrisers. as we see the rest of the Choco Mucho squad enjoying the action. And Doromal also of Galeries sitting out. Wow.
Denied by Tolentino.
I mean, Tolentino is just lethal on all fronts.
And this is why you would want a Kat Tolentino on the court, because she's not just efficient in scoring, but even in that net defense, she just takes advantage again of that length that she has.
You can nararamdaman mo, she really missed being here, no, being on the court. Kat Tolentino again.
Turn back.
And that's the win in a row of the block for Kat Tolentino. That's 20 points for her.
Highrisers.
And we have a timeout by Galeries.
Magbabakto ka, wag mo i-diretso kahit dito mo dalhin. Ay hindi, single block lang naman yan. Hindi padaanin mo dito sa gilid. Tama naman na pumalo kayo, pero naman, kung establish na yung dalawa, pinapractice naman natin, rebound, di ba? Huwag paluin ng, kung i-hit hard nyo, siguraduhin nyo may seam. Hindi yung papaluin nyo diretso sa kamay, di ba? Balik lang sa atin. Mahirap kuberan yung gano'n.
Some hitting reminders there coming from Coach Lerma. And right now is actually the time for Galeries to go for some combination plays to create spaces in the net defense of Choco Mucho, because they have relatively a tall lineup right now in the front row with Nunag and Tolentino, as well as Molde.
One thing they need to do is to stop Kat Tolentino, so they have to figure out a way to do that, because she has just been a scoring machine. Choco Mucho with an 8-0 run. And a good comeback. Jimenez just breaking that run.
Much needed point there.
Yes.
Better option also for Julia Coronel, smaller blocker there with Isa Molde, as well as Isa Jimenez having the advantage with a one-man block.
Good serve. Kat hitting it off the hands again. And she is a scoring machine, like we said. A lot of points in this third set. 21 all together for Kat Tolentino. And this is a lopsided third set with Choco Mucho leading by 9.
Kat Tolentino with 21 points already.
Encarnacion, Alba could not keep that in play.
Sharp one.
And that's Encarnacion's 11th today. So she has been consistent, also a very commendable output for Encarnacion, but Jimenez really has to pick up her game and contribute already. Baliton also was scoring more, so activating the middles might be a good idea for...
Talking about Baliton. Take advantage of that regalo. Good option for her to go long. Also credit half the point to the good service of Marzan.
And Kat again. Oh, some confusion from the side of Galeries. These things that shouldn't happen.
Mabilangan and Marzan colliding there, going for that second touch.
10 out. 12.
So Jules Coronel not on the court at the moment. She's been given a chance to see how things look from the sidelines. And we got Jam Ferrer doing the playmaking now for Choco Mucho. Double substitution with Dindin. Oh, good save there by Molde. That almost got away from Choco. Where will Ferrer go? Good cover by Pecaña, covering her own hit. Too sharp.
And Isa has been trying
Yeah.
target that angle, trying to avoid both the net and floor defense, but hasn't been successful in a couple of tries.
Hit or miss siya doon, pero nakita natin yung, alala mo yung sa simula, yung down the line ni Isa Molde.
Right.
She should try that one too. Dindin Manabat. Encarnacion is blocked. Good defense though. Encarnacion Encarnacion tries again. This time it's good, and she goes down the line.
It's looking like a strength of Jewel Encarnacion, that down the line angle. Very precise attacks coming from her in that angle. You just love the fighting spirit of Encarnacion.
Combination attack. Well read by Galeries. That one falls inside, and they will get the point. They're eating into the lead of Choco Mucho. We said it was a lopsided game just a few minutes ago, and look how things have changed. Timeout, Choco.
Naka-block naman, nakapalo naman. Importante na discount. Ha? One good receiver naman dyan, ha? Yung pasa lang, ha? Pasa lang, ha? Sige, isa pa, ha? Sige, isa pa. Isang ikot, ha? Go.
Kalimutan mo na yun!
Go.
Choco Mucho!
Silent break!
Not too long ago, it was 9-18. And look how Galeries has come alive.
And the reason why Coach Dante had to press that timeout button, because Gallery is finding their momentum here. Despite the big lead of Choco Mucho with the 5 points, they needed the time, that breather to regroup.
And Audrey Paran is in now in this third set. Oh, look at the libero. Eroa has really been stellar, also with her defense. As we said, just keeping the ball in play for Galeries. Encarnacion, stopped by Isa Molde. Back set to Tolentino. Great effort. Floor defense, and it ends with a kill by Encarnacion going deep. Talaga namang A for effort, hindi sinayang ni Jewel Encarnacion lahat ng effort on defense ng mga teammates niya.
Exactly, and it has been Encarnacion scoring points here for Galleries in this run, trying to close this gap.
Hindi mapatayan ng bola ang Galeries, particularly in that last sequence. Very impressive. Down only by 4 now. Oh! That was a misset that ended up a point. Encarnacion just makes something out of nothing.
Oh, what a run here for Galleries. I mean, Eroa playing perfect defense there. Encarnacion playing smart volleyball, and Mabilangan just recognizing Encarnacion having the hot hands right now.
This has been a really good day for Jewel. That did not work for Alba this time. Another chance here for Galeries to close in on Choco Mucho. Where will Alba go? Quick! Good idea. 6'2", Pecania will deliver fast.
Good timing there for that A-quick attack. Almost a zero tempo there. Perfect connection as well. Perfect angle for Pecania, avoiding Encarnacion.
For the Flying Titans.
That's a tough serve. Sky ball. Here goes Alba, pushing it to Cici. With a wind up. Just hitting it off the block.
Just too strong there for the blockers of the Highrisers. Cici also going for the other hand of Mabilangan.
She's in double digits now. Same with Cherry Nunag, of course, Tolentino at 21. Cici will get another chance. Rebound here for Galeries. Eroa will get a point off the attack. It's allowed as long as hindi siya tumalon, no?
Right. It was a miscue. No one there. In the left, on the left pin, Eroa was there though. And she was smart going for that long angle.
Yeah.
No, making sure that they had the time to recover. But a point is a point.
A point is a point. And now the lead is down to 4 for Choco Mucho. Gallery so steady and gritty. CC again, taking it easy this time. Aroa where she needed to be. Jimenez. That rebound for Choco Mucho. Back row attack. Tolentino took care of that one. CC one more time. Almost. Encarnacion got a hand on it. Sayang, sabi ni Jewel, but too much for Galeries. And CC will score point number 11.
I mean, if you have two blockers and CC can still score a point, how much more if she doesn't have any blockers? Easy outing there for CC Rondina.
And good showing for Alba to recognize that.
Right.
Just 2 points away from winning set 3. And Cheng here at the... I think mahirap, ano? Set point na sa kabila. You come off the bench. You're a serve specialist. That's a floater. Cici finishes it off. She just snuck in.
Consecutive points coming from her.
That's a great play. One more time.
Alba feeding her a lot towards the end stretch.
Nakita naman niya kasi talagang pumapasok na, consistent na. Si Rondina was lapsing into errors earlier in this match, but she's cleaned up her act, and that's 13 points now for Rondina and a set win for Choco Mucho. We'll be back. Where itong umarangkada na si Cici Rondina. It's actually been a team effort for Choco Mucho. A few of them in double digits already.
And that speaks a lot about the playmaking of Alba. Finally, Choco Mucho playing more consistently, finding their flow. We mentioned Cici Rondina towards the end stretch, but Catalentino has been so consistent, has been so reliable. Isa Molde with impact plays. You see contribution from Nunag as well and from Pecaña. So as you mentioned, it's really a team effort. And it was a bit of a lopsided set in terms of attack points. Choco Mucho with 17, only 8 for the Highrisers, but the Highrisers was able to tally 3 kill blocks against the 4 of Choco Mucho. And Choco Mucho actually committing more errors in that set. The Highrisers played it clean, pero yung nawala sa Highrisers in that third set definitely was their aggressiveness in offense that worked for them in the sets, in the previous sets.
Yeah, but look at the blocking. So Galeries also able to score off their blocks here, which is something that they should consider. See, Julia Coronel was made to sit out much of the third set. So let's see if that worked well for Galeries, for her to get a different perspective, to see how the other team is moving also. And you as a setter, I'm sure meron ding meron ding advantage yun pag medyo linalabas ka for a while.
Usually that's the strategy of coaches, to put you out for a bit to see what's happening, and you get a clearer view of the opponent's strategy when you get back on the court. So let's see if there will be any adjustments on the offense side of the game of the Highrisers.
Must-win fourth set for the Highrisers. Jimenez sends it over, and she will score. So things were a little bit messy on side of Galeries, but still they managed to score.
Seems like Coronel is playing as an attacker right now because we also see Mabilangan on the court. So Coronel won't be playing setter in the start of this fourth set.
Oh! That's solid. How about that solo block by Marzan? And that was tough kasi ang bilis. It was a quick set.
And that's when you know she read it well. Solid block against that A-quick of Nunag.
And she's one of the taller players for Galeries at 5'11". One-handed set. We're seeing Galeries trying to pick up the pace as well. Aroa with a save. Encarnacion. And look at these girls just running around to keep the ball in play. Good effort by Galeries. Tolentino. That's her first point in set 4.
Flying Titans get their first point.
Kat Tolentino telling her teammates to focus because they can't have a slow start here. And Kat Tolentino is making sure that they won't have a slow start getting that point.
You know, this has not been an easy game. Talk about endurance. Talagang matibay dito.
All right.
All is in.
The rallies are long. And the points are not always easy to come by. So I think we're seeing Galeries trying to pick up the pace also. Encarnacion. Stopped by General. Good blocking by Galeries. Almost. Aroa got her hands on it.
3-17.
Aroa read that well. Fortunately, was a split second late. And Menes actually was also there.
Yeah. That's a good first ball. Encarnacion sending the ball over. Don't know if it's a mishit or it was just an off speed that worked for Jewel Encarnacion.
Smart option there for Encarnacion. One of the players for Galeries who showing a good variety of attacks. We're seeing power hits coming from her, soft touches. It's making her unpredictable as an attacker.
Isa Molde just running after that set. But she will score. And Choco Mucho tying things up. 3-all. Let's turn it over now to Jana Ejido.
Here come the Flying Titans, and for how much fire they brought in set number 3 here in the sidelines, Chika Nayel, it's looking like an absolutely calm and collected team heading into the 4th. I know we talked about CC and Kat before this match began, and they have absolutely delivered the goods to be just a set away from their first victory of the conference. But as you mentioned, that what we're seeing has been a total team effort so far, and Coach Dante did not need to say more. He was reminding his players that they are doing good. So let's see what set number 4 brings this team. Back to you, Chiki and Nayel.
Thanks so much, Jana. And we also got a glimpse of the very happy Choco Mucho fans. We know there are many of you, and we know that you are really enjoying this game as much as Kat Tolentino seems to be as well. She's so happy to be on the court, like we mentioned, and kitang-kita mo rin with her output today, 22 points already.
Almost an entire set already.
And a lot of fans, as we will see. Jewel Encarnacion is okay. The referee is the official. Joy de Imus is signaling point for Choco Mucho, but I think si Encarnacion is saying if you touch the net beyond the
Galeries Tower.
The antenna, does that matter?
It seems like it's what Encarnacion is trying to argue.
Na if yung net touch mo is beyond the antenna, hindi na counted. Or that's what Encarnacion is. You're right. She's making a case for that. Anyhow, we are going to hear it straight from the officials later on. This is a must-win 4th set for Galeries. We were talking earlier Ayel, about how different the Galeries Tower Highrisers look compared to their first outing here in the PVL. Talagang they're a different team already.
They look like they have already developed their team chemistry. Roa mentioned they're going into this conference as a more matured player and more matured as a team, and it's actually showing. You see the fight, you see some sparks, but it's just really a matter of staying consistent for them. And that's really the big question mark for them, because they get to push their opponents, but they need to sustain that kind of momentum and aggressiveness in all ends of the court.
We saw them take the Akari Chargers to 4 sets in their the opening game actually of the conference. So hindi rin naging madali ang panalo ng Akari against them. But it's the same situation for Choco Mucho. They opened with a 4-set loss against Petrogas. And same situation, both teams wanting to bounce back, to come away with a win. But this is a long conference. May time kaya tang ulitin yung gusto mo? Ulitin yung ating conference format.
That was quite a workout.
Yeah. But we have time. I think fans, as we go along, makakabisado na rin nila yung ating format. Medyo maraming ang mga kailangang tandaan, but we will take you through it. And one thing to remember is it's very different from the way the past 2 conferences have been, where most games were do or dies, yung mga talagang win or leave, di ba? It's win the game or get out. It was a do or die situation in most of the way in the second round after the preliminaries. Eto naman may time, even down to the finals with their best of 3 series.
Teams will have a lot of chances to stay alive.
Meron pang there's a way to come in after the preliminaries, no? So all of that will for sure take you through that as we move along in this conference. A lot of fans look forward to the All-Filipino. You know, parang there's something to be said about pag purong talaga yung mga Pinoy players lang. Ikaw?
Yeah, I mean, the reinforced conference has a different kind of excitement. But, All-Filipino, seeing, the mixture of the locals, the transfers of players, how teams actually, stay consistent, especially now in the course of this conference, wherein it's a very long one, how coaches will actually, play their own chess game.
Yeah. So it's taking a little while for this challenge to be determined. Tingnan natin. Antenna touch yung challenge. Ang sinasabi niya is, so actually she did hit the... So it's not an antenna touch, but she did hit that part of the net. And I will defer to you, Ayel, if there is a difference between touching the net
outside
beyond the antenna. Yeah.
It seems like it was not a violation, and that was something that Encarnacion was actually trying to argue.
So Galeries did benefit from that last challenge. Oh. Nice try for Cici, but Encarnacion just keeps plugging along, and she has 15 points. Big game for Jewel Encarnacion.
Exactly, stepping on the gas right away in the start of this 4th set.
Well, this is a must-win set, like we mentioned. For Galeries, anyway. Good save there by Tang Ponce. Encarnacion again. She's blocked. She tried to kick the ball back at the play. Couldn't do it.
Good angle there from Encarnacion, but solid blockers there on her end. Again, Kat Valentino being right in front of you is really a big problem. They had an opportunity there, but no coverage.
Encarnacion again, a cut shot this time. She's just playing all over the court, which makes her very unpredictable.
Exactly. playing creatively here, finding all answers to the blocking of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Really shows how smart she is and how much she is thinking as the game goes on.
And Alba taking a quick look at the other side. Another chance here. Broken play though. CC from back row. Oh, stuff. And si CC hindi talaga namimili. She'll go for it anyway, but that was into the net. Offensive error for CC. Galeries leads 8-5. Dina Wong enjoying the action from the sidelines together with the rest of her teammates. And then there's also the birthday girl. And Doramal also. The crowd here waiting also for the second game tonight. We have the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells making their first appearance in the All-Filipino. They're going up against the Akari Chargers, who already have scored a win against Galeries, actually.
We'll also get to see the debut of the first overall pick
of
the 2024 draft in Thea Gagate later on in the second game.
Yun yung rookie na national player, just like Coronel also. Coming in with a lot of experience as a rookie. Ooh! Too much. That one's outside and no touch. She say, don't. Sabi niya, huwag ka tatawag ng challenge. Hindi, wala. Labas talaga. And Choco Mucho is down by 4, and we see the urgency on the faces of the Highrisers.
Because this is how the first set started, and that set was won by Galeries.
Galeries wants to extend this to a 5th set. Jimenez, attack error on her part.
Jimenez, ball is out.
Trying to go for the high hands there, trying to go for the hands of the blockers, but just too high. She couldn't get that block touch.
Isa Molde, serving for Choco Mucho.
Jimenez had 17 points in her first game. She is at 7 points today. Let's see if she can add to that with the help of the net. She will get point number 8.
And that's the same angle that Encarnacion earlier maximized. And so far, seems like it's a weak spot in the floor defense of the Flying Titans.
Good first ball. CC again. And that is off the blockers. Easy peasy for Rondina.
7-10.
Rondina started this game a bit slow, but right now there's no stopping CC Rondina, not even, solid blockers in front of her.
And as you mentioned, this has been a very tiring, exhausting match so far. And they have to think one game at a time in this very long conference. As you see, a quick point for Marzan. That's her 3rd point. So yan yung mga considerations dahil mahaba itong conference na to. You want to preserve the players, make sure they're injury-free, all of these things.
And this is where you can really use your bench players.
Yeah.
You want to really rotate your lineup.
From the back, Kat Tolentino is dug. CC with a block. Jimenez has a long distance set. That was tough, but Alba with a solo block.
8-11.
Good timing there, and that block of Alba. So right now, Choco Mucho with probably their strongest rotation here. They have CC Randina, Cherry Nunag, and Kat Tolentino on the front row.
Still trailing by 3. Choco Mucho wants to walk away with a 4-set win. Whoa! And if you don't believe me, watch CC.
9-11.
And when she's on the roll, she's on the roll. All angles. Really, all power so far from CC Randina.
Service. Alba.
A tough serve. Reset. Alba pushing it to who else? CC, but she is dug by Aroa this time. Too easy for Nunag. And that's still care of CC.
Right. Half the point.
Yes.
Because Eroa did not contain that attack, and that's the reason why it was a regalo to Nunag.
Yeah, scratch that. It was the other libero of Galeries who was on the court, si Katindig.
Dalawang beses mo na pangatlo na ang hit-up yun eh. Kaya naman natin lumaban para manalo tayo. Pag tumigil tayo sa effort natin, doon tayo natatalo. Kahit out of system yan, kahit malapit yan sa net, kung gusto mong ilaban yan, may lalaban mo eh. Kaso, tinatanggap mo na wala kang magagawa dun eh.
And now Coach Lerma talking about the mindset, the proper mindset.
Because they had the good lead earlier, but Choco Mucho with a good run as well. And right now the pressure is on the side of Galeries.
Just 1 point for the Flying.
Definitely a must-win situation for the Highrisers. Oh, it's inside! Yan talaga, you cannot take it lightly when Mars Alba is at the service line.
Mars Alba, one of the heavy servers of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
That's her second service ace today. Oh. And we see how if they do things quickly, like Marzan with that quick attack, it works well for them.
Actually, that's where they have been getting their points in the past few sequences by activating the middles.
Good stop by Aroa there. Encarnacion going to Ponce. Oh, solid block. How about that? Against Tolentino at that.
13.
And Tolentino apologizing. She knew that it wasn't the best angle for her. It was Coronel, actually in Marzan, almost the same block reach there, really covering Kat Tolentino.
So now Coronel also scoring off of the block. Off of blocks, and Rondina didn't get that past the net. Again, still not error-free. Error-prone pa rin itong si CC, no? And Choco Mucho will call for time.
Okay? Red, pasa lang. Importante lang pasa. Nakaka-offense na naman tayo, tsaka nakaka-depensa tayo. Nasasayang kasi yung bola natin kapag hindi natin nagagawa ng problema yung side out natin, ha? Side out muna tayo, ha? Bago tayo mag-break pa tayo mamaya, ha?
Okay, guys! Tatlo lang yan, tatlo. Choco Mucho! Titan first!
Coach Dante wanting a more organized execution from the Flying Titans. They have a first ball, so they have the opportunity to go for more combination plays or to create more spaces in the blocking of Galeries.
Choco Mucho down by 3 points, but up by 1 set. So this is actually a more crucial 4th set for Galeries. Oh, that's outside, and we know Encarnacion always goes for that cross court, the cut shot.
12-14.
Good decision there for Ponce to let that one go.
Team captain, CC Rondina. Serving for Choco Mucho.
Good first ball there. Pancake,
With a quick push.
but ball was not kept in play, and Marsan will get her 5th point.
Again, middle blockers, middle attackers has been effective for the Highrisers.
Marzan.
So a glimpse there of Coach Dante, who is not looking very happy. Break here for Choco Mucho.
Flying Titans.
And Galeries is fighting hard. You know that they are in fight mode, and Choco Mucho has to recognize that. Encarnacion blocked. Good defense by Galeries. Again. Coronel will go up. Almost covering her own block, but couldn't do it.
14.
But you have to appreciate the effort on the defense of Galeries.
But Choco Mucho again just banking on their strength, which is their blocking. Catalentino, one-man block. Good coverage from Galeries. Going to Coronel, but another organized formation there.
Baliton.
And Baliton there. He talked about activating the middles, making quick plays, quick conversions. That seems to be the answer for Galeries. They're up by 2 in the second technical timeout.
Following this match, we will have the Akari Chargers facing the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. That's Akari versus Zeus Coffee. Following this.
Back at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Arena. This is the first of our doubleheader. 4th set, must win for Galeries. Meantime, silip natin, nagwa-warm up or naghahanda na rin ang Zeus Coffee at ang Akari Chargers. But if you're Galeries, they're saying, relax lang kayo. Kasi baka mag-5th set pa ito, which is what they are angling for, and they're looking good so far.
And you see them right now really talking. Communicating. Meanwhile, Choco Mucho, they have a 2-point gap that they would want to close. But again, they were almost able to pull a comeback in the first set, and that's what they want to do right now.
Well, bad news for Galeries because Catolentino is at the front.
Substitution, Galeries Tower.
And she has been doing most of the damage for Choco Mucho. 24 points for Tolentino now.
What a big performance for Tolentino.
Serving for the Highrisers.
Second to her, Cici Rondino with 15, Nunag with 14. Good pick up by Aroa. Encarnacion, this time getting the check ball.
Encarnacion not quitting on that zone. Really forcing her attacks. Going to that sharp angle.
This is a breakout game for Jewel Encarnacion, who has 17 points. I think this has been her best game in the in her entire career as a pro. Kat. And just you saw her preparation for that, timing it perfectly.
To 17.
Kat Tolentino just too much for the defense of the Highrisers.
Kat Tolentino. Serving for the Flying Titans.
So yung first game ng Choco Mucho against Petro, medyo warm-up pa lang kay Kat Tolentino yun. 12 points for her in that first game since a very long time because she had to sit out because of her ear injury, which it's hard to reconcile, no, kung paano maging apektado yung game mo.
Right.
But it's really the balance. Quick conversion. Good eye by Isa Molde. Back row attack from the pipe. This time she gets it.
Cici Rondina from the back row finally getting that point. They have been trying to activate her from the back row this time.
Yeah.
Right angle there. Galeries didn't even have the time to react.
Isa Molde. Serving for the Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho still behind Galleries. Jimenez. Good idea. Good watch by Coronel. Ooh. And that's called outside. Last touch. Choco Mucho and Galleries now with 19 points, a 3-point lead.
Paran getting that off the hands of Pecania. Let's take a second look on that. Intentionally going for the hands, going for that angle.
We got Carly Hernandez again coming in at the serve. That's a floater serve handled by Cici. Well, maybe not. That is an ace for the serve specialist, and Choco Mucho is a little concerned here now. They're down by 4, and this is smelling more and more like a 5-setter, Ayel. I don't know about you.
Well, if Choco Mucho wants to close this gap, they need a quick side out right now. They need a mini run because the Gallery is looking more confident here.
Cici Rondina, and she was trying to play safe, go over the hands of the blockers, pero sumobra.
Flying Titans score.
Things looking good for Galleries, and Coach Dante calls last time out.
Diba? Umpisa pa lang, ang baba na ng ginawa niyo ng court set. Kaya ito nangyayari ngayon. Okay? Kay lima, nagsisay na natin sa rin. Kailangan maka-side out. Then, kailangan sa susunod yung breakaway na agresibo natin sa block. And basa natin, ha? O, sige, go, go, go.
Isa-isa, tsaga natin!
1 point at a time. That's exactly what they need right now. Focus on each point if they want to finish this in 4 sets, because bit by bit, Galleries is adding up to the gap, and they're nearing the end of this 4th set. Momentum is on the side of Galleries as well.
21-16.
So it's not the time to commit errors.
Yes, exactly.
For Choco Mucho.
That's really what they need to watch out for. They need to be more precise, no? Gallery serving well also. We saw Hernandez there with a
22-16.
good serve, and we are talking about the errors that they don't need, and Cici just hitting that ball into the net.
And that gives not just a free point to Galleries, but actually more confidence that they can end this and extend this into 5 sets.
Hernandez continues to serve. Oh, that one, it actually dropped, pero sa labas na. Those floater serves, very dangerous. And fortunately for Choco Mucho, that went outside, and here's a chance for the Titans to catch up.
17 now, 2, Cheng.
And Des Cheng usually coming in at the serve.
Des Cheng serving for the Flying Titans.
5-point deficit for Choco Mucho. Reverse set. Good coverage by Hernandez. Jimenez with the put away. And what a team effort really for Galleries.
I mean, everyone knows that they have to play their role right now. Coronel reverse set to Jimenez. Jimenez choosing the right angle, going down the line. Everything just working well for the Highrisers.
If they continue to play like this, then they have a really good chance at taking this win against the more seasoned Choco Mucho Flying Titans. If you look back at the previous conference, Choco Mucho didn't do well, but that was without Cici and Kat. Chance here for Galleries. Jimenez again. Oh, it's called inside.
No, Jimenez, when she finds her groove, it's difficult to stop her. Earlier going down the line, this time going cross-court.
Kuliman at magaling. Eto si Jimenez, we were talking about how she needed to really make her presence felt, and she's doing just that. This one called outside, the errors that we were talking about also. Ayel and Galleries will have another chance We are going to 5 sets. That was an easy win for the Galeries Tower Highrisers in set number 4, 25-17. And we'll be back to talk more about it. A 25-17 win in that 4th set.
And a good recovery also for the Highrisers after 2 consecutive sets, losing to Choco Mucho but still being able to extend this into 5 sets. We saw how Mabilangan started as a setter, activating the middles. That's where majority of the points were coming in towards the end. Coronel playing as a setter, setting up the wings. Isa Jimenez, Jewel Encarnacion contributing as well. So it was a team effort for the Highrisers, and a lot of errors also coming from Choco Mucho towards the end stretch. And now we see the numbers, big disparity in the attack points, 13 attack points for the Highrisers against the 8 of the Flying Titans, but the Flying Titans continues to do well in blocking, 4 kill blocks against the 2 of the Highrisers. But again, the errors, the timing of the errors of Choco Mucho is what made it more difficult for them to get that 4th set win.
Wow, what a switch, no? This is just the reverse of what happened talaga in set number 3. Pati yung ganda ng, yung inayos ng attack efficiency ng Galleries from set 3 to set 4. They were 15% in the 3rd set, and then now almost 40% here in the 4th, looking at the numbers. And they also took advantage of the errors of Choco Mucho. Hindi na sinayang. But you gotta say they earned that win. They worked so hard. We saw so many great saves, defensive plays for Galleries. But here we go. This is a very familiar situation for the likes of CC and Kat, Cherry Nunag. This is, they like being in this kind of situation usually, the pressure situation for Choco Mucho.
They have a lot of experience in 5 setter matches.
Ito ngayon ang, and Galeries doesn't. I mean, if you think about it, they are relatively new in the PVL. So, ito na, talagang this is something they are not going to forget. However this game goes, this is considered a big win really for Galeries already, pushing this matchup to a 5th set against the likes of Kat Tolentino and Cici Rondina in a more complete Choco Mucho team.
A surprising adjustment also on the side of Choco Mucho.
Royce is on the court, for the first time. So this is going to be quick, walang kukurap. I know many of you are already home in front of your TV sets or with your phones or your laptops if you're catching us on Pilipinas Live, just enjoying the action here. Welcome to set 5. First point goes to Galleries, and they are celebrating that one.
The Gallery starting the same also. Coronel starting as an attacker, Mabilangan starting as a setter, and Mabilangan has been so good activating the middles, recognizing that they have the strength in activating the middles.
Definitely the right choice. 25-17 was how that set went. So Coach Lerma will stick to this lineup. Off the hands, great save by Aroa. Also by Atang Ponce. Again, going for that pancake.
Off the block.
Oh, and kinulang lang ng 0.025 seconds. What an effort.
Right. I mean, she read that well.
Yeah.
No, if she started to move a split second earlier.
Pero nakita mo, dumive na at the contact of the ball. Dumive na, alam niyang talagang lalaglagin eh. Oh, the reverse. Good effort by Galeries. Again, really heroic defense. Again, Cici. And the reverse, Alba. Broken play. That's good. Chance here for Galeries to put it away. Nope. Ah! There's Cici. And she wants to come away with a W after working so hard. Nakita mo, humihingal na eh.
That was actually a good set coming from Alba. Encarnacion away from the down the line angle. Clearly, Cici Rondina had the big advantage. But you see Cici, no, starting to feel the exhaustion of this really long match.
Encarnacion going for Cici also with a good dig. Royce Tubino also picked up there. Encarnacion with a dink. Oh, it's a good idea. But it's the questionable execution. Encarnacion acknowledging her error there.
She had the right thing in mind to slow things down, change the tempo. But it was an execution error on her end.
That one is a point. First point for Royce Tubino coming in late in this match.
Great exchanges so far. Both teams starting to read each other. Royce Tubino with a one-man block against Julia Coronel.
Oh, that's a two-man block. Encarnacion had nowhere to go with that one.
And this is the rotation where Choco Mucho stays longer because they have Kat Tolentino and Cherry Nunag teaming up in that net defense.
What a show for Kat Tolentino, really. She has time to make 30 points. She's already at 26. Oh, but these quick conversions from Galeries, Highrisers, these are really what have worked for them.
Right. And that speaks a lot about their passing as well. Mabilangan, having the opportunity to set up the middles.
Yeah. And this is a really good thing for Galeries that they have two strong setters. And that's off the block. Why not? Check ball.
On the hit out.
Bombita off the hands of Tolentino. Right now, they want attackers who can challenge the net defense of Choco Mucho. Talking about Galeries.
We've seen most of the players of the Highrisers see action today. There's Tubino, blocked. Ball still alive. She will go again. Trying to... Talagang kailangan lang lihis-lihisin yung blockers. And now some of the fans of Choco Mucho might be saying, bakit ngayon ka lang? Bakit ngayon ka lang?
Well, it's a perfect time to put in a veteran.
Yeah. Choco Mucho up by just a point. This is nip and tuck in our fifth set. Oh! Great read by Alba. Royce again. And that one is outside. Did it even cross? Oh, yeah, it did.
6-4.
Coronel actually admitting to it also.
And Royce Tubino. Yan ang efficiency player. Kapapasok lang. Naka-tatlo na ba? Yeah. Outside. That's too bad for Choco Mucho. Again, the subplot here really would be the unforced errors of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Highrisers.
Good serve. Tolentino again. And the crowd really getting into this. Because mahirap din mapapatayan ng bola talaga ang Galleries na laban at lalaban.
I mean, they had a good rebound on that Tolentino attack. Just difficult to go for that second touch.
Look at the hustle. Unbelievable. Choco Mucho with a 2-point lead. Things are very tight here in the 5th set.
Tolentino serving for the Flying Titans.
Look at those numbers for Tolentino. 27 points. Oh! Nakabantay din naman si Pecania pero hindi yata lumagpas. But kudos to Pecania for being where she needed to be.
Exactly. Set was too low. Baliton had no space to actually adjust. So Choco Mucho enjoys this 3-point lead.
And this is really... This is very exciting and really very impressive of the Galeries, our high-risers, to take Choco Mucho to this point where talagang they're fighting tooth and nail and hindi sila nagpapapatay ng bola. Bumabalik at bumabalik. The rallies.
They're showing that their system did improve. They are prepared to challenge bigger teams this conference.
And this is only day 3 of competition here in the All-Filipino 2024-2025 because we will extend to the next year. We will take a break during Christmas. Encarnacion is blocked, covers her own attack. She'll go again. What a hard-working duel, Encarnacion. Tubino, alanganin, nakuha pa rin. Encarnacion once more. And they're calling for a check ball. They're gonna get it. Last touch.
Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho. Is there a challenge? Let's turn it over to Jana Aido.
Two very different yet focused atmospheres between these two teams here in the 5th set, Chiki and Ayel. Galleries looking absolutely revitalized after that 4th set win. Of course, at the first half of this 5th set, they were absolutely unfazed by the Choco Mucho crowd right behind them. And of course, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans with this lead as we speak, they're looking absolutely locked in. It's pressure-packed. A win is on the line. Let's get back to the action, Chiki and Ayel.
Oh, we definitely feel the pressure, and you are closer to the teams, and I'm sure we're looking at what it's like in on both benches. Nawala nang nakaupo, everybody on their feet. I'm sure you at home enjoying the action too, and really we can't say it enough, but Galeries has come out today to impress.
Right. I mean, everyone in terms of contribution has really showed up, and also the adjustments during the game, the in-game adjustments has worked well for them.
Joust won by Galeries. Choco Mucho with a return to Bino is dug. Jimenez will go, and she has been erratic that way because talagang gusto niyang ibabawan yung block.
She was trying to go for a longer shot towards the corners, but too wide for Jimenez.
Royce Tubino with the serve. Choco Mucho leads by 2. Oh! Solid! What a block by Pecania, and that has to feel good for this rookie.
Exactly. Take a look at this one. All over that ball. Whew.
We have a timeout.
Kahit nga siguro i-drop ball mo, makakapatayo kasi lahat sila nanginigits na Those spikers. Ladies, listen. Basahan natin ng maayos. Anong play nyo ngayon? BC? BC. May back row tayo, 2. Okay? Pwede naman, ha? Out of system. Kawan mo ng paraan.
Let's go, Galeries!
Very specific offensive instruction there coming from Coach Lerma, because right now the Highrisers, they're having a difficult time to convert a point because of the good net defense of Choco Mucho. So they have to be more strategic and smart with their offense here.
See if they have faith in their plays. But that one goes outside. And again, it's really the pressure. Jana was talking about the pressure, but the front line of Choco Mucho really will give you a lot of pressure and will cause you to make errors like this, like what we're seeing from Galeries.
The Galeries will try to challenge this one.
Yeah, these challenges have played a big part in today's match. Choco Mucho, this is not a big lead at all. Galeries has been really fighting and keeping in step with the more experienced Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Important challenge here for Galeries.
And we're looking at Choco Mucho, who is fielding Royce Tubino, like we said, very late in the day, but she has done all the right things since she stepped on the court. She has 3 points already. Royce Tubino, was there a block? Looks clean. Oh, block touch.
There's no block touch.
And again, another foiled challenge here, but you can't blame Coach Lerma. I mean, you want to try to use these challenges. It's a shorter fifth set. Good first ball by Encarnacion. Jimenez with a wind-up. You see with their approach. She needs business.
And a much-needed point for them because Choco Mucho looked like they were really going to control this set. But Jimenez this time powering through the hands of Pecaña.
That's 11 points for Jimenez, who also rallied. Slow start for her, but she came alive when she needed to. Galeries still definitely in this fifth set. Only a 3-point deficit. Underhanded serve. This is going to be a free ball. A chance here. Galeries to Jimenez. Ponce with a save. Oh, joust one by Choco Mucho. Jimenez again blocked. Cici Rondina again with the error. Untouched by Galeries, but look at Cici. She's signaling. She's signaling a block touch.
Asking for a block touch.
Let's see if she's going to be given that. You know, if you're Choco Mucho, you might as well, di ba? Yan, dalawa ka pang challenge. Bakit hindi? And I think that's a decision that Coach Dante and Sinurin came to. But, you know, if you have Cici lapsing into errors and having a hard time with some of her hits, that's also credit to Galeries, no?
They have tall players as well, so the blocks are high. So it's forcing Cici Rondina and Choco Mucho to try to go for higher attacks, to go for, you know, angles that sometimes they are forced to commit these kinds of errors.
So the difference here for Galeries is the change in setters. No, Ayel, you pointed out that Mabilangan playing setter with Coronel still as backup on the court. No block touch there.
No block touch, so unsuccessful challenge for Choco Mucho.
Lead down to 2 for Choco Mucho. And last time we saw Carly Hernandez at the serve, good things happened for Galeries.
Right.
She pretty much got them to this point where they're playing the fifth set. That's a word of warning for Choco Mucho. Over almost. Now Galeries in control. Back row attack. Good stop by Ponce. Cici. Mabilangan going to Jimenez again. There's a check ball. That's what Galeries is signaling.
Balls out.
And Choco Mucho saying no.
On the floor by Galeries Tower.
And what is the call anyway?
Block touch.
It looked like it was called out, but Gallery saying that there was
a block touch.
And players really looked like they were confident in saying that there was a block touch.
Pero eto na. Si Coach Lerma will burn her second and last challenge. And medyo mahaba-haba pa tayo dito. Mukhang dikdikan ito. Oh, it looked like a finger moved there.
Very clear. Right on the fingertips.
This time, the challenge worked for Coach Lerma. That smile on her face. And now, a timeout called by Choco Mucho.
Ito tayo. Okay, nagkakaintindihan, ha? Huwag magmadali. Kailangan natin makapatay, ha? Cue mo lang dito sa... Dito, tapos kakababatoy. Ha? Sige, go, 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 go!
So far, there has not been a sweep in the last 3 days of competition. It's 4 setters and 1 5-setter coming from Cherry Tigo and Capital Cherry winning that one, squeezing in a win just right before this game. That was the last game played from day 2.
For the Highrisers.
So this is a good showing and maybe an indication of how much more even the teams are this time around. No, Ayel?
All teams really fighting in every game. You won't see a lot of lopsided matches.
Tubino with a perfect first ball. Cece's covered. Choco Mucho will go again. Cece challenged once more. Alba sending it over. Good thinking there by Eroa, but it's the blocking. And that's a familiar sight. Pecania celebrating a one-man block. She is at 10 points, this rookie.
I mean, Pecania, the timing of her blocks has been so helpful for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Take a look at that length, really.
You can't help but just really feel happy for Pecania because, as Jana mentioned earlier, she was nervous about coming here. Oh, it's service ace! What a time for Des Cheng to score a point off the serve. And Choco Mucho now enjoying a 3-point lead.
Instant contribution there for Des Cheng. Whew.
Quick timeout for Galeries.
Nasaan ang setter?
Gitna, coach.
Dulo.
Dulo na ako?
Doon ka na si dulo. O sige, pasahan natin.
Let's go, one pass, ha?
Isa.
Ito lang to. Okay, coach.
Pag wala,
Let's go.
kumpiyansa ka sa backward mo?
Yes.
O, backward tayo.
Okay, right. Palinis. Let's go.
One good pass, one quick side out. That's what the Highrisers need because Choco Mucho just 2 points away in taking this match and getting their first win this conference.
Of course, the Choco Mucho fans are saying one more ace for Des Cheng, who also has been missing in action for a long time. Welcome back, Des Cheng. Oh, good first ball. That was a tough serve. Almost. Rondina with the dig there. Good read by Hernandez. That's outside. But is it? Again, we're seeing Galleries signal a check ball.
You see really the fighting spirit of this Highrisers.
2 out, 17.
This is definitely a nail biter. So close this 5th set. What a roller coaster. The sets coming into set 5 have been different, varied. Some were close, some were blowouts. Last, the 4th set won by Galeries 25-17. Rondina just towering over everybody.
And you just know who will Alba go to in this kinds of moment. You have a crunch player like Cici Rondina. You will trust her with everything at this point, and as usual, Cici Rondina delivers.
He does. Set point, match point, Choco Mucho. Let's see what Galeries will do. That's scary for Galeries. Another chance here. Coronel. Baon yun. And that was tough for Tubino. And look at Coronel. Talk about the fighting spirit.
You see the fierceness in Julia Coronel.
One more time on that last play. She's showing her value as an offensive player as well. An opposite player. That's a good serve. Alba looking for Cici. And it is Cici who ends the game. Match point. Choco Mucho will walk away with their first win in the All-Filipino, but not in an easy way, Ayel.
Definitely a close call there for Choco Mucho. Galeries making it so difficult for Choco Mucho, but Choco Mucho again proving that they are a very resilient team, losing the first set, coming back in the next 2 sets, extending the match and winning the 5th set.
And it was a great showing for both benches. We saw a lot of the players able to see action today. And really, just a round of applause for both teams, particularly the Galeries Highrisers for giving such a good fight to Choco Mucho. And Choco Mucho just emerging victorious here. And take a look at the way these 5 sets went. Sabi ko nga, iba-iba eh. Yung first set, dikdikan, napakalapit. And second and third, easily won by Choco Mucho. Bumalik naman ng Galeries with a quick 25-17 win and this 5th set that you all enjoyed. And Jana Ejido is with our player of the game. Let's turn it over to Jana.
Thanks, Chiki and Ayel. I am here with our player of the game. What a game that was, by the way. Kat Tolentino with 27 points coming off of 20 attacks, 7 blocks, and an extra 10. Excellent things. Kat!
The Akari Chargers
Kat, I could feel the excitement from the Choco Mucho squad after the win. You told me earlier you wanted to contribute more. You contributed 27 points. How does it feel?
It feels tiring. Just kidding. No, I'm okay. Wait lang. No, it's good. It's nice to be back with the team and to help them. No, I won't cry. Okay, go. It's nice to be back. And thank you for having me.
It was an up and down game for you guys. Tell me what were your lapses and how you were able to come back.
I think we just have to stick to the system and trust each other that we're a fighting team and we'll fight until the last set or the last point. So that's what happened.
All right, and now the team is on the winning column. This was a tough yet earned win for you guys. You were emotional and tense. Tell me, what does this mean for the team?
What does it mean? I think it shows that we have a lot to work on still, and we're going to keep working hard. And this is just the beginning. We have so much more to give pa.
All right, any greetings, anyone you'd like to thank here in the Phil-Oil Arena, and of course, everyone watching, go ahead.
I'll say hi to my mom and dad in Canada, and my sister, and my brother, and Vic, just kidding. And to all the people watching, thank you for all your prayers and support, and see you in the next game.
All right, Kat Tolentino, your player of the game with 27 points for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Back to you, Chiki and Ayel.
Thanks so much, Jana. And you know, even if you were not a Choco Mucho fan, you can't help but feel happy for Kat Tolentino because of that. She didn't have to win the POG to really just celebrate this first big game for her after a long time away. Zeus Coffee and Akari are ready to take center stage. Please stay stuck for that. On behalf of Ayel Estradero and Jana Ejido, this has been Chikiro Puno. Thanks so much. More volleyball to come.
Gaming partner of the PVL.